Welcome to the stew, let's turn up the heat. If Deb's the host, bringing laughs to the street. Let's stir it up, bring the laughter now. Deb will dish and spill and how. Comedy Stew Podcast. Deb will dish and how. We're all in the mix. Grab a seat and start this stew right now. Topics all over the Dabbleverse news. Buckle up, we've got great news. You know the stew's got a special taste. Don't miss out, there's no time to waste. Stew Podcast. Deb will dish it how. We're all in the mix. Grab a seat and let's start this stew right now.
Turn it up.
So take a seat and let's unwind. Deb's on the mic, one of a kind. Every update and headline she'll dish. The stew will grant your every wish. Stew Podcast. Deb will dish it how. We're all in the mix. Grab a seat, let's start this stew right now. Comedy Stew now. Start this stew right now.
Hey, Bacon, good evening. Can you hear me? I think you're in.
Now I can.
Okay, yeah, I was on mute too. So we're here doing a test stream of me running this by myself. So expect the unexpected. Let me see. We're going to cover a little bit. I know you covered this today, but we're going to cover a little bit of John from this afternoon because I missed it because I was streaming my own show. So I'm just going to cover the part where he's on with Dan, and we can comment on that and stop. What do you think of that?
That sounds good. Aside from that, it was mostly repeats.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? When I got done streaming, I saw you were streaming, sniping this, right? And I said, "Oh, that's from yesterday. That's a shirt he had on yesterday. Oh, he's just behind." And it's like, I should know better with John. No, he re-wore the shirt. Yeah, I'm just playing. John. So let me.
Because the Yankees were on rain delay, so he's.
Okay. Was he drunk? I only watched it real quick, so.
He wasn't sober.
That's kind of like.
He did have a long night last night, so who knows how he woke up.
Yeah. Well, he probably woke up. What time did the game start? He probably woke up when the game started.
It was supposed to be 1:30.
He can't give up, though. He can't give up, the streaming, which is like I think it's really fallen off.
Oh,
yeah.
I was really shocked today. I was expecting a second stream out of him because he only did about an hour and a half and made under $100.
Oh wow. What's his GoFundMe up to? I think we looked. It was over. We looked today. It was over 1,000.
It was $1,075. He's only made $31 in the last couple days, and it's still sitting at $1,075.
Oh my God, he's already drank that, right? You know that. He took it out of the bank account. He's he's ordering beers and buying Busch Light. Hello, Electra. Look at me. I took the training wheels off. I'm trying to do this on my own.
DJ Electra.
So we do have a clip, and let me find it. Okay, I gotta go back out. Let's see.
Before we start, do you feel that clips are getting too long?
Clips in general from Clippers?
Yes.
It depends. I'm not a clipper, but I'm gonna do clips that are pertinent to my thing, and I kind of like to keep it to the point. If there's information that's spread out that people need to hear, I guess they could keep it that way. But I think clips should be kind of like in and out.
Over 15 minutes gets tough to watch.
I think so
especially when
too.
you react to them.
Yeah, I do think that's a lot. If there's a lot of excitement going on, you can either probably split it into two separate clips, or you kind of have to deal with it if you don't want to break up the flow. It's a lot of work to clip. It's tedious. That's why I'm not a clipper. It's just very monotonous and very tedious. So let me see. And let me see if I have anything in the people's chat here. Okay, before we start, look at DJ Electra. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Hopefully I won't have to throw the life preserver out to you. I'm going to try to do this. It's a lot. It's a lot in here. So, okay. Please don't, wait, whoops, show. Please don't talk about Granny. Now we're done with Granny for the day. We had our Granny fix, so we're good. Don't worry. We're gonna just talk about John and $2 Dan, or as Papa calls him, $2 fuckface. So we're gonna talk about them. So this is
Papa's
just
not a Dan fan either.
no. And Dan's not a Papa fan, so it's a mutual kind of thing. And I never got that with Dan. I was like, why do you not like him? What did he do to you? And he doesn't like Clowntown. He doesn't like Povo or any of that. And Big Dummy, he doesn't like any of them. So I don't really get it. So let me go back to, and don't forget, super tip, .gg/DebLVP. If you're so inclined, it's not expected, of course. Okay, so I'm going to get.
Allowed to bust your balls, but you're allowed to bust mine. Got it. Hypocrisy.
This
It's
guy
just
with
like baby fats.
this guy with the shirt, right? Even when he's not wearing the shirt, he's got a tug on it for it's like muscle memory. It's like burned into him to do this. $2 dork. It's $2 dork, $2 cork, $2 Dan. I used to call him the $1 million Dan when he was talking up his house. I'm starting to call him like $2 Elton Dan with the crazy glasses. Okay, so Zupa Dip, as Grill would say. Zupa Dip indeed. All right, let's see. Let's see what this idiot's got to say. All right.
So, baby Fatso was beating me up for striking. Yet he strikes Chad Buzmak. Herein lies the hypocrisy
Pull that shirt.
of this cesspool of ridiculousness.
You know what? He looks, I'll be honest with you. I texted with somebody else on DMs, another dabbler, and I said, he looks right now severely bloated. Like his whole body, his torso, what we can see. It's like someone stuck a bicycle pump air hose in his ass and just inflated him. He's really, really in bad shape.
Oh, yeah. There are people who have had like parents die from alcoholism, and they all say, "This is what my parents looked like."
Yeah. Like even if you look, oh, go ahead, Bacon.
I was just gonna say he's a lot closer to the end than the beginning. That's for sure.
Yeah, and instead of maybe looking to Rob Saul as an inspiration and say, wow, he really transformed his life. He looks great. He lost a lot of weight. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to do it. Wow, it actually works. And nah, he's stubborn. He kicks his heels in or his hoofs in and, wants to do it. Yeah, he looks unhealthy. Granny looks healthy. Granny looks way healthier, but Granny's way younger too. So, he's over, he's 60. This gets to you, honestly gets to you really around mid 30s to 40s, drinking it to excess. When you get in your 30s, you start noticing if you go out to party that the drinks kind of hit quicker and the hangovers the next day are worse. So imagine at 60, what it's like for him. And how many, you keep track. You're the statistician. How many beers typically in a show?
2.5 hours, 3 hours, so about 7 beers.
About 7 beers. Okay, in about 3 hours. Yeah. Yeah. Because he'll come back. Like, he's got a routine, I've noticed. He'll start with either water or a Red Bull, and he'll have 2 non-alcoholic drinks, and then he goes and gets the beers. He gets one the first time, I've noticed, and then he goes back, like, especially when he has, like, Dan or Ava or whoever on, he'll go next time and get 2. You know, and each run is now 2 instead of 1 at a time. Deb, talk about ass, LOL, a reference to Granny. I'm no ass talk tonight. I had enough of it today. I got my fill of Granny and Granny's ass play, so we'll give that a break. Kelly Clarkson, she's saying, good fucking work tomorrow. How are you? I think she's talking to someone in the chat, but anyway, I am fine. I want the $2 dork to send the orange puppet a link sometime when the puppet is free. I do too. When he does a solo show, you tell him to give you the link. And Orange Puppet, you're welcome here anytime. You have a home here.
I love Dad Down Under. He's a good buddy.
Yeah, he's great. Let's see.
This is my late night fix.
Yeah, I haven't caught him yet, so I apologize. Dabbling Down Under, I'm a fan that hasn't caught your show yet because we're on the other side of the sphere, so I'm probably sleeping. But I will make a point to check you out and check your puppet out. I want a puppet. I got to get a puppet. Maybe a puppet John, a big fat like. All right, let's.
Puppet John.
A puppet John. I'm surprised Rocco doesn't have a puppet John.
That's what I mean. I always call him Tukey instead of Rocco.
Yeah, I call him Toogie. I call him Rocco. He's such a nice guy too. If you ever come stateside and go to any of these events, he's really nice. He's awesome. He's very talented. Everybody says that, but it's true.
Oh yeah.
Do not do unto me like I do to others. Capiche?
Capiche?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid. Hey, Dan.
Going to war out there, brother.
I'm so happy
here
you
for
split
you.
that fucking mustache.
I know, it was getting a little crazy.
Start looking like a fucking caterpillar.
Man, you had a crazy night last night, huh? I caught a little bit of it.
Well, I came up. Vegas Bishops, Jerry found out that their attorney's wife was the one that reported on Sandusky and won a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
As I've said this a million times. You can't.
There's just the key word there I want everybody to remember. Jerry found out.
Yeah, Jerry. That's his main lapdog spy. So.
No, the defendant's lawyer's wife.
Yeah. He's the one that doxes people. He's the one that digs in and does the research. Now, I kind of know Ditka, his other helper, and Ditka's actually pretty cool, and he's not that kind of guy. But Jerry's the one, and perhaps Ava, I don't know. So I don't really want to accuse, but,
It doesn't seem like she's growing a conscience lately. She's not down.
I don't know, though. I don't know if she's.
Be an act.
I don't know with her if it's a conscience or a big act, because now that Discount Dan is in the picture, John likes Dan more. You can see it when Dan and Ava fight. He takes Dan's side, even though Ava has been around longer. Yeah. So, because Dan's a dude, Ava's a trans woman. The dude ranks higher in John's mind. John is very misogynistic, and I don't really think he cares really all that much about trans people. I really don't. I think, what people said, that maybe this is a surrogate in his head for his kid that's trans. So I don't really know. But Dan's a buddy, right? He's a guy, maybe I can have beers with Dan. Oh, he gives me his extra family password for YouTube, and I can watch a Yankees game and not buy cable and not buy streaming. So Dan is the buddy, and Dan laps it up. Dan says everything he wants to hear, and he can sit back and hear all this praise. Oh, you're the greatest. You're the best. Oh, you're going to win that lawsuit. You're handsome. Your hair looks on point. what a great shirt. You know what I mean? It's all compliments. If somebody keeps complimenting me like that, I'm like, hello, what's wrong? What's wrong? And bye, Freddie. I'll see you. You can watch it later. I love you.
See you later, Freddie.
It's a shield, a crutch for the Duke. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Whatever their relationship has morphed into over time, I don't know, but it's a fact that when he first brought her on his show, it was to use her as a weapon against Anthony Cumia. Help me show you everybody how he is bad.
He actually brought her on probably way more back from then. He brought her on the first time I saw her. He brought her on his political show, the show we all hate, his politics show.
Okay.
And he was really rude to her because he brought her on. I had never seen her before. He brought her on and they're talking whatever, the liberal talking points and stuff. And then he was going to have Brian Karam on, who he looks at as high up, because he was a White House correspondent. He's part of the media. And he kicked Ava and put her backstage and she kind of wanted to go on with Brian Karam and he never let them on at the same time. So she was like back there until they were done and then he brought her forward. So that's kind of a shitty thing to do, to just drop her and let's see. Boom!
Political show.
Yeah, his political show is terrible. Regardless what side of politics you're on, I'm politically all over the place, seriously. But let's see what these goofballs have. Look at this. Every time you stop John, it's a bad picture.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
It's like a game.
Can't make this shit up. Like,
No!
the connections are crazy.
Snot. Count
No,
that,
and
snot.
I'm like, wait a second. She took down a pedophile, and he's representing a show that was named after a pedophile.
The Sandusky Network, as they call it, right?
Yeah, I've been calling it the Sandusky Network for how many years now? Ever since Isolino was convicted, and yet that's who he's representing. I can't believe
It all comes back together again, right?
It's amazing.
So there he is with the monster.
The Boston Celtics.
There he is. He starts with the monster, right? You know that bacon, and then maybe the water. And it's like 2 soft drinks or non-alcoholic drinks, and then he hits the beers.
So I don't know if he drank on show today or not, but yeah, he definitely had a water and a monster.
Yeah. He's getting really predictable. I mean, I don't study him like you do with the stats and counting everything, but like he's always going to wipe his nose. Now, I live in Florida. I live 45 minutes south of this guy. The allergies are terrible. When I wake up, my nose is so congested and runny. But once I get through the day, like it's not as bad. But and I also I go to Costco. I have like how many boxes of tissues? Like this guy doesn't have a tissue at his desk. I have a tissue on my desk. I have it on the nightstand, each room, each bathroom, in the living room. You know what I mean? There's a tissue. Like there's no reason for me ever to wipe my slimy snots across my hand and to my elbow.
I literally have toilet paper within arm's reach.
Toilet paper.
Blow my nose.
Yes, toilet paper,
I'm not
tissues. I'm not him. And I'm not spitting on the floor. Like what did he do? He opened a water bottle and he spit like on the floor. I recently did something with spitting on the floor. So
And he almost fell again.
Yes, Kimberly. It could be a napkin, a paper towel, something, a handkerchief even, anything but your arm. And if you're in a pinch and you have to do that, you go, excuse me, I'm going to go in the bathroom and wash my hands. I didn't have a tissue nearby.
I'm a Boston sports
there
fan.
We go.
They have a slogan this year for their team. The New England Patriots had this slogan. We're all we got, we're all we need. And that's it. Right now, we got to close ranks, man. I tell you, you are taking 5.
Ava, I'm waiting for the cage match between Dan and Ava. I'm looking forward to that. The 2 supervillains somebody's gonna turn, and it's gonna be a collision. So, Ava, don't disappoint me with this.
I will say, Ava made me agree with a lot of her points the other night when she was
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, absolutely.
And John kicked her off like a child.
Yeah. Well, he was upset, his two children were fighting, and he was very revealing because he said, "You're the only two I have left." So we'll see. And let's see. Gummy. Hi, Gummy. He's just
Gummy.
trying to save the trees. But I'm going to give you, Ava, I'm going to give you a little warning. I think Dan is digging his heels in, and he's in for the long stretch. So you've got to plan your strategy around that. Okay. Yes, hand sanitizer is good too.
I bet he's never bought a bottle of hand sanitizer in his life.
I don't even think he has tissues. I mean, I think like when he jerks off, he just wipes his hand on the bed, if that's where he is, or on the side of the chair. All right. Let's see what $2 Elton Dan has to say.
Fire from everyone. I was watching. Everyone is trying to they think you're weak. They think they can get you now, and they're coming at you.
What?
I don't know, but and I mean, it's the same people. It's Pocky, it's Shuley, it's all these outside forces, Baby Fatso, they're all, they think they got you right where they want you, but they don't understand. They don't understand that you are going to rise victorious from this whole fucking thing. You were coming out of the ashes, and there's going to be hell to pay when you.
Dan is somebody who speaks in cliches. Do you notice that, Bacon?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And John loves it. Look at him. He's just listening intently.
You get justice. I mean, all these motherfuckers. We're keeping a list, and we're gonna remember
and
this.
checking it twice.
That's how I'm coming at it. I don't know how you're feeling about. I know this is a big week for you. I don't know where your head's at, but I'm here for you, man. I'm here in any way you need me.
A big week for me. How do you mean?
Well, with the case coming up, right? The big date.
Oh no, it's just a conference. It's not any. It isn't. It's just to prove that I have an attorney, and then about the affidavits. It isn't anything that is crucial to the case. It's just
okay, because you listen to these guys, and once again, I don't put any volition in anything that they say. But if you listen to them, you would think that this is like make or break it time. That this is the rubber meets the road. This is it's almost like they think it's a movie, like it's all leading up to this big thing, and it's really just a formality, right?
I hope these people understand. If they don't, I'll tell them right now. I don't care if I win or lose. I don't care. All I care about is protecting my rights.
Yeah.
If the judge doesn't see it in my favor, then he doesn't see it in my favor. I mean, I'm not going to trash him. I mean, look, when me and Popup sued SiriusXM, we got to appellate court. Then we lost.
Peter Brennan, does Dan have any voodoo dolls of Carl and Shuley? No, not that I'm aware of. He did actually, that stuff about the voodoo dolls is true. There was somebody on the O&A forums that did crocheting, and she mailed him these little dolls. And I don't know if they were Patrick and his wife, but it was a male and a female doll. And he had them when he went to the bar. So he did. That is true about the dolls. There were no needles picking at him, but somebody on the forums did send him these goofy dolls. Let's see what Alva says. There's no strategy on my end. And Dan keeps talking about the long game and strategizing. All I know is when you ask him basic, obvious questions, he completely discombobulates. Okay. Thank you, Ava. And why is Dan wearing... Hey, Brett Hollywood, good to see you. Why is Dan wearing his wife's sunglasses? Let's see. Let's go.
But okay, did I agree with the decision? No, but you want to defend your rights. If you win or lose, Dan, it ain't going to make or break me in any way.
This is just one step in the process. This is just... And if it doesn't go your way this time, you get the next time, right? It's just a bump in the road. This is what they think. They think that we got John, and John's, it's all over, and he's going to disappear, and he's going to go hide in a hole somewhere. That's their.
Hold on a second, Dan. I have to correct Judson.
Okay, sure.
I'm not hiding. Okay. I just have had enough of this nonsense. Like how I started the show is they are allowed to do whatever they want to me, but if I retaliate, then I'm the bad guy. Let's just take the lawsuit as a microcosm of what I'm talking about. Lady K and Shitware violate my right of publicity, use my name, image, and likeness in their advertisements to promote a live event and 2 pay-per-views for them to profit off of it, and then they brag about the profits. And then I finally say, fuck you. You owe me that money, and I never gave you written consent. Now, that's just me protecting my rights. But how it works, then these people, their narrative is, I'm wrong for suing them because how dare I want to protect my rights. You understand?
So how do you feel about that, Bacon?
Let's take everything he just said at face value and say everything he said was correct. What does that have to do with the YouTube video strikes then?
Right.
If
Well,
it's only about the pay-per-view, you know what I mean? Like, even his
well, the
hypotheticals have holes.
The YouTube strikes, I assume, is something outside of the lawsuit. So that's something else he's doing. And, I've said it many times, I'm not for striking. Chad just struck Chad Buzmak, and he got a strike on his channel. And
I think that was just Chad jumping on the bandwagon and trying to get publicity. More than
yeah, but
anything.
it's kind of bad publicity. I'll be on with Chad on Tuesday because he wants to talk about Dan, because he feels Dan turned on him too, because they were real tight for a while. And I guess Dan wanted to bring him to the next level and show and all this other stuff. And then when John was kind of available, he ditched Chad. And I didn't agree with that. You were all buddy with somebody, and then you turn. I know this is a lot of times like pro wrestling and reality television, but I think sometimes feelings are at stake. And I think Chad thought he had a friend. Dan is turning into Violet Beauregard. Is he reading from a script? I didn't notice this earlier when I was commenting on it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he gets talking points that he writes down. I know when we did a show together, we would sort of rough outline it and, have our topics that we would write down that we wanted to touch, But
And if he's talking about John, the answer is yes.
yeah. But I think a lawsuit over this is a waste of time, because half the people watched it for free. Okay, there was people streaming it, and a lot of people didn't pay for it. I watched it for free. I listened to it, I think, on Discord, or someone had a bootleg copy. So if anything, if I was John, I would have went to them and said, listen, you sold my conversations at $40. I think it was $40 a piece. You sold my conversations. I want $200 or whatever. I want I want 20%, 50% of your gross. And, they could have worked it out. I think this was a mistake for John. I think striking channels is a mistake for John. It doesn't win him any friends. It doesn't help him with his case. And if he's suing, for him to be suing Carl and Shuli, he really should not even talk about them. Period. This whole time. Not even bring them up.
We've talked to Luigi Greenberg, and he's he shouldn't be talking this way to his friends and family about this lawsuit, much less people on the internet.
Right. I mean, if you're ever in a lawsuit and your lawyer will tell you, don't post about it on social media, don't discuss it. So, he's made a lot of mistakes, and I don't think $2 Elton Dan is going to get him out of this. He's in it deep now, and he's agitated. This week is the big week. When's the 22nd? It's the 19, 20, 21, 22. What, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? So Wednesday is this court thing. So I'm a little confused. I don't know if he has to show up or just his lawyers. I don't know if Shuli's going to show up, or is it just Carl's lawyer, Carl and Shuli's lawyer. And they have a crack lawyer. They have a really good lawyer. So I mean, he's pretty sharp.
From my understanding, Carl will be there, and Carl and Shuli's lawyer will be there. I don't think Shuli's traveling from Alabama, but I'm not sure. He hasn't really said. On John's side, either one of his lawyers has to show up, or John does. It doesn't have to be both, but somebody does have to appear from his side.
For him, yeah. I think Tabor is out. I do. I think Tabor is gone. And it's Susser now, who's probably either one of them wouldn't be my choice to represent me, but I think Susser is the worst, the worst of the two of them.
Legally,
Legally, not in person, because Tabor ran down a guy on a bike. So, okay, let's see what they got to say.
Stan? So they do the bad shit. I react, but I'm wrong for reacting. Vince Lawyer has the best analogy. It's like, Dan, I come to your house. I steal your car. I drive away. You call the cops. I get arrested. You're the bad guy because you called the cops. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not the bad guy because I stole your car. No. Not in these assholes' minds. So by me suing makes me the bad guy. Correct?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's a good analogy. Vince, obviously is a lawyer, so he's going to do a really good job with that. The analogy that I keep thinking of is like these squatters, right? These squatters' rights. Like you have an empty house because maybe you're traveling or whatever, and then some shithead puts up camp in your house, and then they start living there, and then you can't get them out of your house, and then you go over and you're like, get the fuck out of my.
That's a weird analogy. Like that doesn't. That's a strange analogy. That doesn't apply in this case. You agree with me, Bacon?
Oh, 100%. And I think John has this warped view that the people who super chat Carl and Shuli would automatically super chat John if they were gone.
Well, that's it. Kevin Brennan has that same thing, and I said this today on my earlier show. I was saying, like, these people think if someone else gets a super chat, that may be in your chat, right? Or maybe always watching your show and in your chat, but they send like someone else's super chat. Like Kevin Brennan's the type, he feels like that's money that was supposed to go to him. Yeah.
Donation from
it's a tip. It's a donation. It's a token of appreciation. That's it. It's not expected. And sometimes it's not even deserved, but it's just there for somebody to maybe highlight their comment or just show appreciation to the streamer. That's it. But like certain people take it all personal that if this guy got more than me and that guy got from the guy that was used to be in my chat. And it's all that team mentality, and it's crazy. I'm not on teams. Like I can disagree with you and still like you. I can like somebody that doesn't like somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I can get along with Chad, but maybe this other guy doesn't like Chad, but I like that other guy too. You know what I mean? I get along with pretty much everybody at this point, or at least I hope so. But I don't see like drawing a line in the sand with this.
My house. This is John's house. Get the fuck out of here. And they're like, oh my God, he harassed me. He said something bad to me. And then they try to sue you for trying to, harass them to get out of your house. They're squatting on your likeness is kind of the way I almost, and it's maybe not a perfect analogy. They have no right to make money off the Stuttering John brand. They don't have it. And whether we get them this time or we get them the next time, like they're going to learn their fucking lesson one of these times. They have to learn their lesson. It's playtime's fucking over as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah. It's just so funny. I just Vegas Bear Sills Jerry. I guess Shitware is trying to say that I offered Chad Buzmak money.
I agree with Ava.
Yeah, I do too.
No,
I do too.
Stavro was so sloppy and so bad that John might actually recover from this by winning. I agree with Ava.
No, I do too. Absolutely. The lawyers, regardless of what you think about the lawsuit, the lawyers were so incompetent and not communicative to the court system. And maybe that's part of John's stress because maybe he realizes this is not going well. Okay, what's James say? $2 Dan is equating intellectual property to actual property. Good point, James. Absolutely.
Not only that, in his analogy, Carl and Shuley sued John, and that's not the case.
Yeah. Everybody in this scenario here, the Stuttering John scenario, these two, they forget that John initiated that, and that was a bad move. It really was because it's causing him a lot of grief. Yep. And let me see. Were the lawyers getting paid? I don't know. I don't know if I would think they would be billing him. This isn't usually something they would take on contingency. They normally take stuff like that, like a slip and fall, a car crash, police brutality, things like that. Hey, Doodlebug, how are you? You forgot I don't even do an evening show normally, but I'm trying to practice running this by myself on the EV Mux, and I saw this with John, and I figured we could all chat about it. And practice. And plus, I'm trying to get some watch hours up, but I don't want to look desperate and stream like every moment, but get some watch hours. So hit the like button if you can on the way in or the way out. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you will. I'm almost to 500. Oh, look, I got a super tip. Look at that. Hold on. Let's see. Let me. Kimberly, $5. Thank you so much. Appreciation. That is lovely. That just made my night. Thank you. I happened to check it. I was like, oh, there's nothing in there. All right. So let's see what other crazy stuff that these fellows have to say. All right. Doodle. There we go. All right.
He's trying to say, I offered to strike Baby Fatso for money. That's not true. That is not true. I'll show you the DMs. I mean, it's so cut and dry. It's so the exact opposite. And let's see.
A Buzamok guy, he's a slippery character.
Oh yeah, he's an asshole. So this is here. I'm just going to show it to you. Let me make sure I'm not doxing anybody. You know me, because I'm so bad at this. So here it is. So I send them to donate to the. This is my GoFundMe, right?
Which, by the way, you've been saying to everyone. He's not like you're trying to get anyone that has $5.
Everybody down my DMs, I sent the same link to.
Yes.
He like the wise ass says, "Oh shit, that's the right one. I donated 100 to this one by accident."
That's funny. The help the Duke DOOK. That's great. It goes right to Shuley and Carl.
They broke 40,000 today, I believe.
Did they? They were like at 38 earlier. So Peter Brennan, I think Vince the lawyer convinced Stutjo to sue Shuley and Carl, knowing that he wasn't going to win. VTL is still mad John sued him. That's a good point. Absolutely. Hello, LaTanya, baby. I'm glad to see you back, honey. She was great today on the show. If you didn't see it, check it out. Okay.
Which was the Lardif one, right? So then I write, yeah, right. And he writes, no, I'm serious. Someone sent it, and I figured since you would DM me, I would help out under.
This guy is so full of shit. By the way, don't believe a word. He's one of these smart alecky, sarcastic. By the way, I think he's Canadian too, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey.
Or
I think he's.
Did you hear that, Bacon? Did you hear that what is it, slander against Canadians?
He said it in such a negative way.
How dare he? For shame, Dan. For shame.
Lardif.
He's Card. Yeah, he's got it might be Cardiff, to be honest. You're right.
I think it is.
He's very similar in his kind of smart, like he thinks he's smarter than everyone else. And really, he's just a fucking cornball. So,
Hey,
yeah.
shit, wait, here's the DMs, dickhead. You wanted him to show you wanted him to release it. I'm showing you right now. So he says, "No, I'm serious. Someone sent it, and I figured since you would DM me, I would help out under anonymously and to not be thrown on Dabbleverse files. Fuck, I should have been paying more attention. Figured it was yours because it raised a lot." Now you know he's full of shit, right?
Of course, everything that comes out of this guy's mouth looks and stinks of shit. He's always full of shit. He can't be fucking genuine on anything. You can never trust anybody that makes their whole identity around like somebody else and like being the parody account of someone. You can't fucking trust him. He's a fucking jerk off. He's hiding behind anonymity, and he's a piece of shit. So you almost people like him. I put him on no pay no mind. I put him on mute. I don't even fucking deal with guys.
Peter Brennan, John unblocked Vince the lawyer on everything because he's desperate, needs his legal help for free. I agree with that. He also needs a ride if he does have to go to Rochester. He was trying to get hint to get a ride in a hotel room. Yeah. So yes, hit the like for Canadian bacon. Okay. That's my impression of Chad. All right, let's see.
Guys like that, they're fucking jokers. So I'm not surprised that he's fucking jerking your chain. That's his whole MO.
No, but of course. So now you don't think I know that? But I know he's jerking my chain.
And then he wants to frame you and make you look bad.
Yeah, but I have the receipts.
Of course.
So then he goes. So then I go, well, if you can donate to me too. Sorry, that was all I had to spare. My bad. Yeah, okay. So then he writes me yesterday, Chad just struck my channel. I'm against channel striking. I don't know what this joke is, against channel striking, but he was playing your content again.
Now, if you follow Chad, that is a Chad joke. Right? You know that, Bacon, right? Because Chad one time said "O'Gain," so that was a running joke. You know, "O'Gain," "Against." I mean, I guess Stut Joe doesn't follow Chad.
What is that supposed to mean?
I think it's a play on Chad Zumach, how he says he mispronounces words. So it's one of these inside NLO fucking Melton. This is the other thing that's annoying with the Dabbleverse. They come up with these annoying little catchphrases, and all these little fucking worms all repeat the same corny fucking.
But he calls the Dabbleverse the dab because Chow calls it the dab.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Chow does his bro voice, and bro, like the dab.
That's someone good to look up to.
Yeah, the dab. So he uses slang too. He used to use what did he say? One of the slang things, I forget, but he was using some of these catchphrases as well. Oh, he would call it doxting. When he was friends with Chad called doxting. So he was calling it doxting. So he picks up on the slang and the goofy stuff as well.
Weird comments. That's just one of them. It's all these online Discord dorks that live in their mom's basement. They come up with their own little language, and he's one of them. He's one of the biggest basement dwellers out of all these fuckers.
So I said, you have trashed me for striking. Well, it bit you in the ass, didn't it? Right? And I said, donate to my GoFundMe, and I have 3 amazing nuggets against Baby Fatso for you, even if you love the potato. Now, where is that? Where is that? Me saying, donate to me and I'll strike. I mean, donate to me. I don't know what shitway's accusing me of. He's saying that I said offering to strike Baby Fatso for money. Where do I say that I'm offering to strike him?
Nowhere. You just said you got to give him information if he donated to you.
Because now I'm playing his game. He fucking is being an asshole with this, larded fucking stupid troll. So now I'm going to go, okay, how about this? You donate and I'll give you 3 amazing nuggets. Now, okay. Now, where is that me? Where does it have anything to do with striking?
Nothing. It's a clear quid pro quo. You have information. You're saying, "Hey, support me. I'll give you that information." Yeah, now, you would think if your whole character is built around trolling Chad Zumach, it might.
But you know what I mean? How do you have any proof that he's got valuable information that you would need and that he would even turn it over?
And John's not trustworthy in the slightest.
Right. Buying and selling strikes now, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I agree.
Might be of value to you to have some information. Not one place did you say you strike Chad or do anything on your behalf. It was
No.
all an exchange of money for information, which happens all day long in the dab.
Well,
The dab.
It's a business transaction.
Right there.
The
I'll
dab,
sell you
they're
this.
right there.
And not even like I'm all that serious because I know to me, I'm thinking he's Lardef anyway. You know, I just wanted to
Yeah.
see how
If
badly.
he's not Lardef, he has Lardef like
Yeah.
activities.
But again, there's no not one mention of striking. You know, so shit where you're a fucking liar as usual, which go back to my point. These people will feed bullshit and these sheep will believe anything that they're fed.
You know
And-
the other two narratives that are going on too, John? Can
Hold
I
on, let me
just add on to
finish
this?
one,
Okay,
but-
yeah, sure.
All right. So even if you love the potatoes, see, now I already know. See, now you realize I know that he's in bed with the potato, right?
Yes, of course.
So even before I made that, don't to my GoFundMe, I have 3 amazing nuggets against baby fatso for you. Even if you love the potato, see, I already know that he's either the potato or he's like acting on behalf of the potato. Do you understand?
Yes.
So he says, I appreciate the offer, but just letting you know if you wanted to get him and what was. So he's trying to get me to strike him. You understand? Not the other way around. I don't think me paying for it is right and people will just strike mine and retaliation. I'm not paying. No, I'm not. I'm saying I'll give you some nuggets. It's such. Where did these guys come up with this?
They think they can say anything and that you won't show the receipts and they can get away with it. They create bullshit narratives to move their side because the knuckle draggers, the mouth breathers in the Dabbleverse, they go along with whatever these guys say.
Of course,
So
they're
they
sheep.
make up stories, they lie, they want to paint you as this fucking piece of shit criminal mastermind, not even a mastermind, just that you are a nefarious person, and it couldn't be further from the truth. And every time you
I'm so sick of that word nefarious.
Oh my God.
I am so sick of that word.
John has ruined a few words for me.
Yes. And John seems to be justifying what used to be referred to as snitching as a defense against possible brand and person slander. I agree. Absolutely. Hey, Werewolf, good to see you. Good to see you again. This is a pop-up, so I'm happy that you're here. We're just going over John and Dan.
catch him in a lie, it makes them look bad. But you know what they do? They just move on to the next lie.
Of course. So I really don't want anyone struck, but if anyone deserves it, it's Chad now. So really what he's doing is he's trying to get me to strike baby fatso. Look at that last sentence, Dan. I don't
Yes.
really want anyone struck, but if anyone deserves it,
Oh,
it's Chad now. And then look, I appreciate it all, but just let you know, if you wanted to get him, what was saying people may support it now. So he's trying to say now's the time I should strike Chad because now people might be on my side about it because baby fatso struck him. Do you understand what he's trying to do
he's
here?
baiting you. He's baiting you into a trap, is what he's trying to do.
Yes.
He's putting the cheese out. He thinks you're going to take the cheese and go for this so that he can be the knight in shining armor that caught John striking Chad, and they can use this as more ammunition against you. And
But
just
I didn't take the bait.
Yeah, you didn't, because you're
No,
too
so I
smart for
said,
that.
so look what I write here. Now I know what's going on. You mess with me with that stupid Lardef site. I wish you the best in all your future endeavors. Do you understand? Like, so I'm on
Peace
to it.
out. You got him. You got him dead to rights.
Got him dead to rights, didn't you, John? Hello, Kelly Clarkson is beautiful. This helps the night go by at work a little quicker. I'm glad we can make your evening, at least for a little bit at work, go fast and be hopefully enjoyable. So thank you.
Quick question about Dan.
Yeah.
Why did we know Jerry and Dick are good at gathering information? Why does it seem like they are so bad when it comes to Dan? Because John's completely oblivious to the Tomlinson stuff and all of that. So are they willfully ignorant about that, do you think?
But Tomlinson stuff is something like the crossover with that is like amazing that it actually crossed over. But it's Tomlinson stuff is a deep, deep rabbit hole to go into. And the only I would say check out Cryptic Web Chronicles. There's a whole series. I can't even explain Tomlinson. It goes beyond Dan. It goes beyond the O&A forums. This guy, like, I feel bad for what happened to him, but this guy is not sympathetic. This guy's an asshole. Okay? So this guy is not somebody, if you read and you dig around, this guy goads it. He eggs it on at every turn. When they tell you, don't feed the trolls, this guy's feeding them steak.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this guy's a piece of shit too. He doesn't deserve what they, like, yes, somebody took away, he built these Adirondack chairs out of pallets, right? And somebody did put a Craigslist ad and they took them. Somebody put a Craigslist ad and they took, I think, his patio furniture. What else happened? Apparently somebody ordered like a big pile of mulch and that got dropped off behind like where he parks in the back of his house. Yeah, all that stuff is shitty. And then, they've sent food and the normal trolling stuff. So I wouldn't wish any of that on anybody, but people speculate that he was swatting himself for the attention. I don't know. If other people were swatting him, that, like, I put that up there too. Don't dox people. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't strike channels. Don't dox. Don't swat. I mean, just common courtesy. But no, the Patrick stuff is a good deep dive if you're bored and you want to learn and you want to see. Actually, Dr. Steve has been following the Patrick stuff for a while. So I think Dr. Steve, out of most people in the Dabbleverse, knows the most. But yeah, if Lucy Typebox wants to go into it, she should really watch that whole series. Also watch Dan played a podcast called Pretend. Listen to the whole series because you get Patrick's side and you get Dan's side. You can sort of listen to both and make up your mind. But there's a lot. Go on to the O&A forums. There's a whole bunch of crazy stuff. He's got a thread on Kiwi forums. So he's been like a lolcow guy for many, many years. And what happens to him is he's so obnoxious and like nasty to people that it just like he loses sympathy and he just engages trolls. All he has to do is just ignore everybody. It goes away eventually. If you totally don't react, it goes away.
I'm just shocked that only Ava said something to John. It seems like Jerry or Ditka would have been like, hey,
I don't know. I think Ava is more one to do some research and like look. Yeah. And you know what I mean? I think Lucy Typebox came up with it first, and then Ava went and said, let me look at this. Let me dig in. Let me see what's going on with this guy. But there's more she's got to look at, and there's more she's got to read. She's got the Reader's Digest basic version, but it goes really deep. And it's not just Dan. It was this whole collective of people all over the world, mostly in the U.S., but all over the world, and Canada. Well, Canada's the world, so,
You've got all the receipts. That's why you can't trust any of these motherfuckers. They're all trying.
But I
to set you up.
didn't at all.
You didn't. I know you didn't. You played his game and you like walked him into, basically exposing what his whole fucking thing was.
But at
his
least
whole
now,
up to that.
But now I didn't even realize this last night. But
the O&A subreddit, which is dead, but if you go to O&A forums, a lot of that's on there on the O&A forums, and also Kiwi forums.
now you can see he was trying to get me to do his dirty work. So it is exactly the opposite of what Shitware is accusing me of. He is trying to get me to strike Baby Fatso.
He was setting you up. He was,
Yes.
oh, this is the perfect time to do it, John. Go for it.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. Honestly, Ava, I agree. It doesn't matter if he's an asshole. That's shit you don't do to people. I absolutely agree with that. But also, when you are getting mercilessly trolled, it's best to just not even reply to it. Because trolls don't want to stop. They want a reaction. So you have to realize, like I said, no, he's not a sympathetic character. He is a victim of terrible trolling, though. I will give it that. Let's see. Let me see what she says here. Did he behave the way people theorize he behaved in response to the trolling before the tweet? Yeah. I'm not completely well versed on this as much as others. There was other stuff, I believe.
Yeah, and you'll be
Let me shut him up for a second. There was other stuff. It wasn't just the Norm Macdonald tweet. Like I said, we would have to look deeper. There's so much lore on this guy. If I was to try to explain it to somebody, I don't think I would be able to, And let's see. Because otherwise it's people fucking with him, and then the people fucking with him ascribe the intentions without knowing. I agree with that. Yeah. But I don't know what even started it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how it started. I observed it when it was going on for quite some time. That I was lurking on the O&A forums, and I was starting to see this. But it's worth it, Ava, if you have some time to kill and just want to dive deep. I would watch that whole series from Cryptic Web Chronicle and the Pretend podcast. And Dan says Tomlinson was a C before the Norm tweet. And that's what I had heard, that he was a real big, C word. So I agree with Dan on that one too. Like I said, the lore is deep. Take some time to research it, and it's a rabbit hole. It'll give you a couple nights or more of interesting things to look in and analyze. Okay, I'm seriously trying to figure out what happened, and Dan is incapable of providing any actual information. I don't know. I think I would say don't rely on Dan for the information. Just do your research, okay? And let's see, Tim's totality. I remember this. He was a science fiction writer. Yes, he was a science fiction writer, and like I said, I don't know the genesis of this, how it started. And Dan says, next time, don't ambush me if you want the full story. So I would have to say, Dan and Ava need to get together and, talk about this. Maybe, Dan, have Ava on your nice podcast, Stupid, and, go through a deep dive on this. And that would probably help, a lot of the other people that have it kind of totally screwed up.
I vote for on John's show again. It's much more entertaining.
What was that? I like when they're both on John's show, and I like when they fight. But I like chaos. So, when I had Granny on today, I didn't expect Granny to fight with Keanu. I was like, okay, this is chaos. Now I know how Yuzi feels. Yeah, this is like Jerry Springer. Very cool.
Welcomed as a triumphant victor if you do this, John. It's such bullshit. It's so disingenuous.
But seriously, Dan, isn't it great? Because I'm very careful about what I in my words. Even with Rob Saul, when he was because I said, if you test.
Did he try to find people's personal information? No, it was already well out there. I don't think Dan was looking for his personal information. It was already out there way before Dan was a thing in that forum. But like I said, I think you and Dan need to sit down and talk about this. I can't really answer for Dan, and I can't really answer for the whole lore of it. It's so all over the place. The sources I've given you will give you a better outlook on it. But if Dan is willing, go on his show or go, talk about it someplace. Now let me get John back going.
My family again. I'm going to ruin you. Rune is so big and ambiguous. Rune.
I love that. Rune. I'm thinking R-U-N-E. Runes,
Rune how? Am I going to ruin his reputation? And how? Am I going to ruin his show? I mean, am I going to trash him? I did it purposely to be so ambiguous. And really, I was just trying to see which number, because I had 3 numbers for Rob. So I want to see which one he would respond to. But
Oh, okay. Let me get back there. Did Patrick try to find people's personal information? Dan can answer this better, but he did. He was trying to find the owner of the O&A subreddits and the 60 John Does. He was trying to find their personal information, and that's why I believe he was suing to shut that site down, and also through the lawsuit would find the information of the other people. Like I said, that this is like a Dan thing. Hey, Shmuel, it's confirmed Dan filed a FOIA request for Tomlinson's divorce documents. And then Dan says there's a 4,927 page thread about Tomlinson on Kiwi Farms. Is that my responsibility? Okay. And Doodle's always yes, I was like, I'm laughing. Rune, yes, as I was thinking. And Doodle ever the peacemaker says, squash it with Dan. Squash. So, let's see. All right, I'm going to play some more. Let's see what Tim says, my buddy Tim. While I'm not her biggest fan, I see where Ava is coming from. Dan actively engaged in cyberbullying online and he's leaving, I don't know. Like I said, I would look up some of that stuff. It's really beyond my scope. I watched it from afar, and I only know surface level stuff, so I don't really feel I'm fit to answer the question.
I know nothing.
Yeah, it's a deep web. I mean, anybody that's bored and looking for something to dive into, I recommend it. I haven't even I haven't dived into it myself. All right, let me get him going.
you see, then he tries to, and then Lardif, John threatened him with violence. Where, Dan, by me saying if you trash my family again, I'm going to ruin you, is that a threat of violence?
John, great choice of words. You did not make any violent threat. Ruin or rune or however you want to pronounce it is a very vague term. It can mean a lot of things. I can ruin you in the court of a public opinion, and that's not anything illegal. I can say that you're a piece of shit. I can say that you're a fake fucking AA sobriety guy that's just using it for money and clout. Oh my God! And I know you don't watch other than the time we sniped him. He has become so pathetic. He's created this whole character now of, hey, day 78, I'm sober. Send me money. Support my sobriety journey. And nobody wants to say the obvious thing is, get a fucking personality, Rob. Like, come on. Okay, we all congratulate you on getting sober and not being a complete piece of shit loser who is going bankrupt and has his life is spiraling out of control. Congratulations. You did the bare minimum of becoming an adult. Congratulations. Here's a little, we'll give you $5 super chat to make you feel better, Rob. So he does that.
Even Jackie and Pat Dixon didn't do the sobriety fucking parade.
No.
It's like they didn't start grifting off their sobriety like he is.
Even Chad Zumach has supposedly stopped drinking. And he's not even, and he grifts off of everything. He's not grifting off of his sobriety. He's not, hey, 30 days and the mud shark hasn't had a beer. Rob Saul, every show is about his sobriety thing. And then he's got Nasty Neil, your old buddy there, who's also a little parasite that's on there. Yeah. And it's all this fucking stupid sobriety crap. Congratulations. You guys aren't pieces of shit. I'm sober, but you don't hear me fucking screaming from the rooftops that I didn't drink this week. I didn't drink this week because I had fucking stuff at work to do. So that's my sobriety journey, but I'm not trying to fucking make super chats off it. Oh, and by the way, Rob Saul, he can't stop talking about you. He can't stop talking about the Duke. The only way he makes money is talking about you and talking about being sober and guilting people into giving him money. It's fucking pathetic. And the fact that he went to the police when you said you'd ruin him, what a fucking coward. What a pussy boy.
I know.
You're not a man, Rob. You'll never be a man. You can go sober for 3 years. You're still not a fucking man.
Dude. You know what? Even before you got sober, you should at least get a driver's license, dude. Come on.
Well, he still has the jitney, right, to take to work or whatever.
I mean, what grown adult takes a fucking jitney?
I would totally take a jitney to work. Seriously. When I lived in Philly, I've always had a car. when I lived in Philly, I barely used my car. I took the bus to go to work. I walked everywhere. I took my bicycle. My car was parked more than it was used. It was only to go out from the city. There's no shame in taking the jitney.
No, and in big cities, all kinds of people take public transportation. I lost over 100 pounds walking.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's great.
To work, and won't get a driver's license. I mean, because he's afraid of cars.
No, he's nervous for driving, and I get that. I have a good friend of mine. She never got her driver's license, and she doesn't want to get it now, even though life's kind of inconvenient without it where she lives. She said she's too skittish, and she said she would be afraid that she would be involved in an accident, either causing it or just kind of like not paying attention. Well, yeah, causing it. So, Rob called the cops on SJ. I'm not sure about that. Let me see. It's a fair hit on Rob when John nails him on never getting a learner's permit. I don't know if I agree with that, Ava. If he didn't want to get a learner's permit, that's fine. If he's afraid to drive, people do have like phobias of driving. My friend certainly did, but my friend never got a learner's permit, but she got just the ID. So
I'm under the theory that the like extra cautious drivers cause more accidents than the really fast.
I think so. I think so sometimes too. I'm in Florida. They don't have fender benders. They have fatalities every day. Every day if I get up in the morning, I put on the news and I hear about all these car crashes and the highway backed up. But, everybody says, oh, New Yorkers are the worst drivers. This place is the worst driver. I've been all over the country. I've lived in many places. The people that live here are the worst drivers I've ever seen. Hand to God, the worst drivers I've seen anywhere. I swear. And I like James Philosopher, aka Satan James. He says, had a driver's license for a little while, didn't like it, haven't had one since 2006. I totally get it. And it's probably for the best. If you're a terrible driver or you're scared to drive, you're better off not being on the road. If you can get around without it, good, do it. Carolinians are the worst drivers. Maybe it's once you go south, like from South Carolina, like maybe even North Carolina, like North Carolina, South Carolina, like Georgia, Florida, that whole, and then go over to Mississippi and Louisiana. Maybe they're all, yeah. Well, you're right. Like I said, I lived in Philly. I never drove. Even though sometimes it would take me way longer to get around on the bus and have to switch, I never drove. I could have gotten rid of my car and been fine without it,
Look at Tommy Jordan and his one wheel.
Well, I'm more scared of that than driving a car. I mean, his videos, though, are pretty slick. Oh. Those videos are amazing. But that is scary. You won't catch me on that. That's crazy. But he loves it, so it brings him joy, and he's good at it. Let's see what else these boys have to say.
40-year-old with a bus pass. Oh, my God, Rob. Congratulations. You are so pathetic. He's got to guilt people into giving him rides to work. Come on. Get a license, Rob, please.
He's got to guilt people to what?
Give him a ride to work. He can't even probably afford an Uber. He's got to...
I remember when Rob and I, like I said, we didn't hit it off. We got in a screaming match. And one of the things I said to him was like, you're never going to be able to date. You don't even drive.
I've been dumped twice for not driving. So
yeah.
It is a thing that happens.
Yeah. It depends where you live. It really does. And, if you live in a place like New York or Philly or anywhere with good transportation systems, you just meet up. You're going to go on a date. You say, meet me at this bar or meet me at this restaurant. And you get there on your own. You don't have to be picked up or anything. So, let's see. Shmuel Buckman. Dan seems to know how everyone else should live their life his way. Kimberly says, Dan is a worm. And hello, Kim Nicholson. Good to see you. What a weird thing to shame somebody for. Like I said, when I yelled at him, I kind of shamed him for that too. But it was just like came out of me. What could I insult this guy over? But really, it doesn't matter. about driving cars or anything. You can nowadays people meet up whether you drive. Like here, I'll tell you, out here where I live, you can't survive without a car, and I don't like it. It's so car dependent. There's no mass transportation, and I miss it. I really, really miss it. And on the other side, Nick in Fort Wayne. Hey, Nick in Fort Wayne, how you doing? Dan is great. And then Kelly Clarkson, Dan sucks. Nick says Dan is great. Dan sucks. Dan is great. So we got the differences of opinions in there.
I don't know what he's doing. He says he's bartending. He can't be making that much money. He's probably making just enough to put it aside. His whole journey is he's a piece of shit. Like, congratulations, you had rehab and now you're in outpatient care because nobody trusts you and you got to get drug tested 2 days a week. So you haven't really accomplished anything. Nobody trusts you yet, Rob. As much as you want to make it think like you're fucking a Captain America because you've been sober for 78 days, you haven't accomplished anything. You're going to relapse. They all
Ava, Kim Nicholson 420. I am real. LOL, am I really off base on this one? I might have a bias because I counted days when I was 14 until I could get my permit. I grew up in South Carolina. That might be why you need a car here. Ava, I did the same thing. I couldn't wait. I don't know. I think you mentioned on one of the shows, maybe it was on John's, that in South Carolina you can get your permit at 15. Where I lived, when I grew up in New York, it was 16. And that was a big accomplishment, like for, when you hit 16 and you went and you took your written test and you got your permit. That was like a big point of pride. And, you envied the kids that were older than you, like that had like the earlier birthdays. You were jealous because they got it first. It's totally freedom. Nowadays, I think like the driving age should go up because I think what a crazy driver I was. Oh my God, doing donuts. One time I swear the car went on two wheels, like went up a little. I did the craziest shit. I was like, God was watching me or somebody because it's crazy, But it was a lot of fun. Yes. It was so much fun. It was something, and you felt like a big shot. And you would show it. You would show it to the other kids in school. Like, look what I got. I got it. It was such a point of pride. Absolutely. Okay. Buckman says, Buckamania, getting a license is no longer a big deal. I mean, I think for adults it's not, but I still think maybe for teenagers it is, because it is kind of your first taste of adulthood and the first little slice of freedom. You can go further than you could go on your bike. Yes, I was St. James, Fast Too Furious. Yes, Fast Too Furious in my parents' big sedan. And the cost of a car and insurance and parking has many teens using Uber. Oh, absolutely. Nowadays, yes. When I was driving, my first car was like a $500 car. And I got in an accident with it going down my street because the lady ran the four-way stop sign. And I freaked out and screamed at her.
I grew up in a small town where you could walk and then like a half an hour, so a car was completely unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, if I could do without a car, I would. If I could, but where I currently live, I need it, unfortunately. And you can Google it. Oh, I understand. Like, they don't want it anymore. The kids of today, they don't want it. They're like they're cut different. And I don't blame them, but certain places you absolutely need it. You can't survive where I live without a car. The buses don't even come anywhere close, and there's very few of them. So, all right, let me do
relapse. So get back to me when it's a year and you're not grifting off of being sober, Rob.
I know. And isn't it great that when they become sober, they immediately go to trash somebody that doesn't have a drinking problem like he did? I mean, damn.
I didn't see any place where he trashed John or anybody. Not
until John went after him a few times.
Yeah. But I think it's, like I said, I think it's a tinge of jealousy. That somebody, and you don't have a drinking buddy, and you don't have somebody that you think you're better than. I've said this before on other podcasts. He probably looked at Rob as less than. Oh, I'm not as bad as this guy, so I'm okay. And, you know, Rob went away. He lost like 40 pounds. He looks amazing. And John's probably would love to lose 40 pounds, but he's not going to stop doing it. Okay. Let's see. Bobby Riggs, Deb, first time, nice to meet you. Where in New York did you grow up? On Long Island. That's about what I'll say.
With John, I think it might be that, like, with him, he doesn't think he's an alcoholic, right? So if he admits that Rob is, then he has to admit he is because he doesn't think Rob, or you know what I mean?
Well, he's never going to admit it because he's going to say, well, Rob does drugs or did drugs. Rob drank liquor. Like, I only drink Busch Light. I'm okay. I drink, and he does beer math, Well, if I have this many in this many hours, how many dissipate and blah, blah, blah. So John looks at it like, it's the Busch Light. It's like water. It's cheap, shitty beer. So I'm okay. And like I said, a lot of people, if you quit drinking, a lot of friends you had that were your party friends or that always want to drink, they disappear. Anybody that quits alcohol or drugs, the friends that they had, unless they're their tight friends, all those ancillary friends go away because now they don't want to hang out with you because you don't drink, you don't party, and they'll call you a stick in the mud and they'll try to tempt you or whatnot. But then you can make new ones. You make better ones.
And look, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had a beer. I don't even have a desire to have a beer right now. That's what I mean. I'm drinking a fucking Monster and water.
Rob Saul is what he's bragging about is he doesn't have the self-control to just have a couple of beers and watch the ball game, to have a glass of wine.
You work at Massapequa? Oh, you should invite John next time he's at Mom's house. You know my favorite place? I'm going to tell you, Bobby Riggs, my favorite place in Massapequa is All American Burger. Anytime I go back to Long Island, I make a point of getting out to Massapequa and going to All American Burger.
All my New York knowledge comes from Opie and Anthony. All the cities calling Quinn.
Yeah.
With dinner on a date. Congratulations, you don't have enough self.
Yes, Ronkonkoma.
Self-control to do that. So we should send you money to support you because you're so pathetic. Like, I can have a glass of wine and my life doesn't spiral out of control and I don't have to declare bankruptcy or lose my job or have my cousin cuck me and steal my wife. Like, I can have a couple of drinks. Congratulations, Rob. You can't do that. Oh, and then you get sober and the first thing he does comes back and he's bitching about the Duke and he's angry and he wants to backstab the only fucking person who supported him when he was at his lowest.
What did John actually do for Rob? Can anybody tell me, what did John ever do for Rob Saul?
Besides dox his number twice and pay him 20.
Dox his number, honestly brought his life down. Turned him at that time into a lolcow. That's what you get when you mix up with the Duke. All right.
That's how I felt the other night when Ava was yelling at Dan. I was like, damn it, Ava, stop making me agree with you.
I was just watching it going, yeah, Battle Royale. The two arch villains, they're meeting, they're tussling. Who's going to get John's belt,
We were watching live and I put a poll in my chat and it was unanimous that Ava was on the side of justice.
I suspect there might be more battles to come, and I will be there to watch them with my popcorn and it'll be thrilling. May the best man win.
And just to get back to your point on a date, I went on a date. I had one martini and one beer. I didn't need to get fucking inebriated. I didn't need 20 beers. That's what
you
I
don't
mean.
want the little Duke not to work at the end of the night, right, John? You want to make sure you don't get too messed up if things happen.
Wait, I gotta go back to the chat. You know what, Jacob Ryan asked? You're right. Like, I didn't know how long I should let it go. Because I do like drama. I do. And I could let that go on and on and on and on. But eventually, you can move on when people are just saying the same thing in a loop. So yeah, I just wanted to change it up and get back to. It was supposed to be just the show with the ladies, but he wanted to come on, and I figured he was relevant to it, so I'd let him on. But after a while, it just became a lot of yelling back and forth, and it wasn't really doing anything for the flow.
And last night I had 8 beers over the course of 6 hours.
And you take the 8 minus 6 because it's 6 hours, so it's like
So
drinking 2 beers.
And after I left, I had 1 beer, lentil soup with oyster crackers, and that's it. And that's it.
Sounds like a good night to me.
I mean, so where is this spiraling out of control bullshit? You know? It's so amazing. Even when I would go to dinner, like in LA, like if I was taking the kids out, just or whatever, I'd have 1 martini. That's it. That's it. 1 martini.
Imagine Howard like takes you to Nobu and hey, we're gonna get sake for the table. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't have 1 sake bomb because that'll make my life spiral out of control, or anything, or going out. You can't go out for a beer with Matt Damon because I can't have 1 beer and watch a ball game with Matt Damon because my whole life's gonna spiral out of control. That's Rob Saul. I mean, I respect you turning your life around, but you don't need pats on the back to just be an adult, be a functioning adult in society.
No.
Some of us can control ourselves.
No, so that's what I mean. It's just like these guys like to make it look like, and by the way, just to let me walk that back a bit because when I would go out to dinner, I wouldn't drink, when I was with my kids. But when I go on dates, I would have one Kettle One martini and maybe 1 beer after. You know what I mean? Because a Kettle One martini will take me pretty much through the whole dinner.
Do you think that's true? Do you think he had 1 martini and 1 beer? What do you think?
No.
Yeah.
He always underestimates. Like he said, he had 8 beers on the stream. He had 10 on the stream.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
Counting.
After the first 6, you kind of lose count.
Chad Buzbach, what's up?
Is he in chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Buzmak, where's spiraling out of control bullshit? As the guy who's lost his family and career and is about to lose a lawsuit. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I was told to come collect my wrench. Hey, Deb, we're doing it. Hey, Buzmak, good to see you. Listen, I'm so sorry that you got struck. I am going on Chad's show on Tuesday, so I will talk to him. I don't. Yeah, I love Buzmak. You know what?
Not this Chad. Zumach stinks. I mean,
oh, I wouldn't care if somebody made a clip channel on me. I mean, you just have to laugh it off. It's not harming. It's not harming anyone. Anybody that's watching Chad Buzmak when he's live didn't really want a super tip or super chat Chad. I've always said that. Like that if somebody's sniping you, their own fans and viewers are going to be in there.
You know what I mean?
Could you imagine you go out on a date and it's like a really hot chick and she's kind of like she's batting her eyes at you and you're like, man, I think this could be it. And then she's like, hey, let's get another bottle. Let's get a second bottle of wine. Let's split another bottle of red wine. And you're like, honey, if I have another glass of wine with you, my life's gonna spiral out of control. I might get laid tonight. You might be the hottest chick I've seen all month, but I don't know. I can't have that other glass of wine. That's the conundrum they have. I feel bad a little bit, but on the other side, nobody's giving me credit for being able to handle my fucking self and being an adult.
And then the other thing, Dan, that I do have to say that's very important. I have never, ever, we would never drink at work on Stern. We would never drink at work with the Tonight Show. So where is this drunkie? Like, I don't, do I do a drinking show? I did one last night. But do I do them every day? No. Pinky does drinking shows. Rob used to do a drinking show all the time.
Nobody's giving Kevin Brennan. He gets fucking wasted on. He drinks more than you do. It's so duplicitous.
It is. Jake 3 times. Quad said he missed you when I spoke to him in Vegas. It was sad, Duke. He was crying. He really, I got to give it to him because because I don't know if I told you this, Dan. Quad kept calling me and texting me. And finally I answered, or I called him back, and I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Oh yeah," and Shitway does weed shows
Hey,
every day.
Dateswa.
I mean, he should be talking. You know, he's always stoned. So anyway, so Quad calls me, and I go, or I called him back, whatever. He goes, "John, I want to just say, I apologize." He said, "You know, I want you to know that you've always been good to me. We're cool, and I appreciate it." You know, and
That's classy.
yeah, for that I give him credit.
Hey, Bobby Riggs, do you know the Baldwins too? I've met them as well. I don't know them really well, but I have been in circles with them.
For like maybe on my last show, Dan, I'll have him on just to wish him the best. You know what I mean? And say, listen, I'm gone because my last show, it will probably be back. You'll be on it, although I won't have you and Ava on the same time because I just can't do that anymore. I mean, I love you both, but I just can't. You know.
Come on, John, give us what we want.
Yes.
Look, I'm not. I just don't.
And I don't like distracting from your show. Like, I'm not here to make it about me or drama. Like, even like last night when Ava was on, I was like, "That's great. You guys have your thing. If you wanted me to come on, I might do it." But I get.
No, I
get
already told you. I just don't want it anymore. I'm not. And it's no disrespect to Ava. It's just I don't want my friends fighting. Just like I didn't.
Now, Shmuel brings up a good point. John said on Compound the Tonight Show fridge was stocked with beer, and he was proud he never had to pay for it.
Want Keanu, Ava, and Rob to fight, which is why there's another thing Rob was mad at that I said, "Is it okay if I bring Rob on?" Oh, how dare he ask permission? Well, because I don't want my friends fighting. It just is. It doesn't. I have enough enemies in this fucking Dabbleverse. I don't need my fucking. Right now, you and I are the only two people that do my show. I don't need them fighting. You know.
I hear you, man, and I'm always going to support you. Ava, it was funny. It was good content. I mean, a lot of the Clippers were happy with our little fight. That seemed to get a lot of attention.
Very happy with it.
Yeah.
The only, you know who wasn't happy with it? Me.
You.
I wasn't happy with it. Gaslighting douchebag. Thanks for the $2. Drunk drivers have the moral high ground in life. Again, where is the objective data that I'm a drunk driver? I mean, I'm just curious, Dan.
No one said drug driving is cool. So
but where is the proof? They accuse me of all this shit. Pocky says he knows it as a fact. Well, prove it.
Yeah. You think if you were drinking and driving as much as they claim you are, you're 60 years old. At some point you would have got arrested for it. It would have happened if what they were saying was true. So clearly it's not. Clearly you are more responsible than they're giving you credit for. And by the way, a lot of people do drive home from a bar after having 2 beers. That's not illegal. Like you can have a couple of beers at a bar and drive home. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, and that's what I would do. You know, because I don't want fucking if you get a DUI, it's $10,000. Dan, you know?
Yeah, it's not cool at all.
Matt Brigas, thanks for $5. Yo, Duke, did you hear Rory Malcolm? I saw this on Twitter and can't say I remember this. Maybe because I didn't know who he was. Did you hear Rory McIlroy's Golf Channel interview? He talked about the putting contest I had with him on Leno. He said he let you win.
Really? I didn't see this interview.
Dan, I don't recall ever having a putting contest with Rory McIlroy. And I saw someone mention it on Twitter, and I'm like, are they sure they got the right announcer?
I'll have to look. I'll have to see if I can look that one up. If anyone has the link, DM it to me or email it to me. I'd love to see that. And that's fucking hilarious. But do you think Shitwayer ever got within 10 feet of Rory McIlroy? No, not in his life. Do you remember meeting Rory McIlroy? Do you remember being on the show when he was on there?
No, I probably because I'm not a big golf guy. He had a stutterer too. Oh no. Hold on. No.
By the way, somebody's asking for my email. Email nicepodcaststupid@gmail.com. If you have the link, send it to me.
Bobby Riggs. Funniest thing I've seen in Piqua is John's mom's house front yard decorated like Yosemite Sam's with all the signs to keep out Vince's deliveries.
No.
That's terrible. I feel bad. I really feel bad for the mom. Absolutely. Like that poor lady. You know, don't hassle her. Seriously. And people go, well, oh, she enables John. She's a mother, you know. You love even if your kid's shitty or a shitbag, you love your kid, usually. So, all right. Poor lady. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hold on, John. Let's try John Melendez. I don't. Hold on. How could that be? I mean, did this really happen or not?
Probably not.
It is funny that you've met so many aimless people you can't even keep ball straight.
I would. I mean,
if I putted against Rory McIlroy, I'd probably remember. I'm not even that big of a golf guy, but he's a pretty big name.
Yeah, I can't figure
back-to-back Masters champion.
No, I know, but I can't find anything on it, so I don't even know if it's real.
They could be pulling your chain.
They probably are, because I don't recall it. But I mean, it would be great if it happened. I mean, I did have a diaper changing challenge with Oscar De La Hoya. That I remember. I can't remember who won that though, because he had just had a kid. But he did sign a picture to my son Oscar. You know, and he said, you know, thanks for being in my corner. You know,
you should get a producer guy to put together like a highlight reel for you of like all these different interactions you've had. I don't know.
I beat Shaq in basketball.
Did you really?
Oh,
you never saw this?
No, I didn't. How long ago was that?
Oh, to you. Hold on.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, hold on.
This will be good, right? Let's see this.
Oh my goodness.
And it was so funny because he wasn't happy with it. He was pissed.
What was your game plan against Shaq? Were you taking jumpers?
No, I just stole the ball from him in like the first. As soon as he got the ball, I stole it from him and just took a fucking Hail Mary shot and fucking landed it.
Nice.
And of course, Lady K said I never had a boxing match with him. And then, of course, he didn't realize I had video. And as usual, he was wrong. Hold on, I'm just going to find it. So much. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Shaq and me. Wait till his face is already pissed. You can see he's pissed already. I love it.
He's so happy when he watches himself.
Oh, I know.
It is not easy beating an NBA.
Oh, I know. He gets so excited about this stuff. He really loves the past.
Also, isn't he about to do what he's mad at everybody else for doing? Like he's about to play someone else's clip.
Yeah, I don't know whose clip this is. I remember seeing this when it was on. I just like I said, I didn't watch this whole thing because I missed it. I was doing the other show earlier, so he went on early, so I missed him. But I found it from one of my favorite clippers.
Hey, guy in one-on-one. That's impressive.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Talk, John.
So this is okay. So, by the way, that's a young Stuttering John on the Tonight Show. That's in Vegas. That shot. That was a bet on anything. A bit I used to do. All right, here we are. You ready?
Yep. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, you stole it.
The ball.
Busted. I love they even did the slow motion of it going in for you. That's awesome. Like, Shaq not much of a ball handler. Got him. Nothing but net. Did you play high school basketball, John?
You know,
No, I didn't even make the team.
You know, it's funny when he exited that clip. You see Saul show.
in the Stalin 19 clip.
I was so bad.
Wow, that's going to be embarrassing for Shaq then to be taken to town by.
I tried out in
Duke.
junior high for basketball because all my friends would on the team, and I didn't even make the team.
Probably because you're 5'4".
He is really short.
I know, Mom.
I think he's about 5'3".
I know, Mom. I'm on top of it.
Who are the Yanks playing this weekend?
They're playing the Royals.
Oh, Royals.
Dan, can I have
My
your
Red Sox
password?
so bad this year. I'm not even
He
watching.
rushes off the
Although the
show
Mets
to
are even
watch
worse,
the
it
game.
looks like, from what I've been hearing from people. So we got that going for us.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Vegas Bear sells Jerry. That's the same victory lap I did when I beat Tom Chiasano in golf. Did you ever see that one?
No. You
Oh,
beat
damn,
Tom.
you got. I mean, talk about sticking it to the fucking boss. Tom Chiasano.
He must have been so butthurt after that. I can only
Oh,
imagine.
he was like a semi-pro golfer, and I bet him. Robin bet put 1,000 on it, and I beat him in one hole, and he choked, and I beat him, and I suck in golf too. But again, this is the Duke. You know, it don't matter what challenge it is. Almost every single time I win.
The Duke always has a puncher's chance.
Well, I hope he wins at court, right? He hopes he wins at court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope
That's
he
in
doesn't
one of
go
these
away.
face-offs.
I don't want him to go away. I don't. I am entertained by him. I'm wildly entertained by him. Especially when he's riled up and mad. Like he's been pretty hot the last few days. Where he's yelling and he's turning red. So, yeah, I don't want him to go. I mean, I think a lot of us would miss a hobby of watching him.
You
Crazy
always have a
Cabby,
chance.
ask him. I mean, fucking hell. Stubbies, John, take some responsibility for once, you fool. For what? That's Norwegian krona. I got to give the guy a little break. He is Scandinavian. You're Irish, right, Dan?
Yes, I am of Irish descent.
So is the girl I dated on Thursday.
Oh, nice. So you got another? Do you have wait? First off, do you have another date planned yet? Are you working on? Nice.
Yeah, this is typical Duke.
All right.
So I'm dropping my friend's son off, but he's my friend. But I'm dropping him off at his sister's, and I'm in Cape Coral, which I have already said there's just a bunch of pigs and cows here. I call it Cape Corral, right? So I drop, the son off, and I see this hot girl in the driveway with a really nice body walking in. I go, do me a favor, get me her number. So then the next time I pick him up to do some work in the garage, he goes, hey, I got your number.
Really?
She's a house cleaner, and she better not take my job because he cleans my house. and yeah, so Duke is very aggressive.
Nice. So this will be date number 2 then
Yeah.
with her? Nice.
Yeah, she texted me this morning. Scott Ebling, ever see Groundhog Day? Enjoy the $2. Thank you. I love this little pores one. You specifically filed the lawsuit to exhaust their resources. No, I didn't. I filed the lawsuit to protect my rights. Stupid. You see what I'm saying, Dan?
These guys still don't get it. After all this time, they still don't get that you're going to protect yourself. You're going to protect your copyrighted brand, your likeness. If any one of these motherfuckers, if Carl was selling pay-per-views or taking their recordings and putting it behind Patreon, I guarantee they would be trying to fight back. Why are you a bad guy for trying to fight back on this?
Because I'm me, and they've been programmed to hate me. You calling women hot isn't a compliment, liberal. Why is hot not cool? Isn't it weird? All these guys who say I'm woke, then when it suits them,
He's not woke at all.
No. He always amazes me. How do you miss the point every single time?
Yeah. Yeah.
they become woke. Do you ever notice that?
Yeah.
Hypocrisy.
Can I
Which is
say
why I'm
one
wearing this
thing?
shirt again.
Speaking of hypocrisy or liberals and that thing, I heard you say the other night, I think it might have been even with Ava, that anyone that supports Trump, piece of shit, and how can they defend it? I got to tell you, I was never like a Trump defender, but I was like, okay, I was sort of middle of the road. This has been one of the worst presidencies I can ever remember.
I agree, Dan. I absolutely agree.
Yes.
The country is crumbling. Everyone is having financial difficulties. The inflation is crazy. Jobs are not good. People are living paycheck to paycheck. It's fucking. And then we're starting wars and we're doing shit that we shouldn't be doing.
I know. All what to fucking protect his name. Well, we all know he's all over the Epstein files. I don't care how you really.
I'm voting Joey C. 2028. The only real choice.
You got to be living under a rock if you don't believe that.
Yeah. So I'm with you on that. I'm embarrassed for our country that this guy is running the show. It's not a good time. Hopefully it'll be over quicker than we. Hopefully time will fly by the next 2 years because this is not good. They got to get somebody new in there.
But Dan, again, so you can't say hot anymore.
Is that? Oh, that's now. That's. It's not okay to call women beautiful or hot or she's.
Yeah,
wow,
soon it's going to be beautiful. Watch. Soon you can't say beautiful anymore.
Does that make us creepy? Like this is what the feminists want.
Can always say that's hot.
That's hot. Yeah, that was her tag phrase.
Terrence Ferguson. Sucks when there's repercussions for your actions.
No, not really. I will probably on Tuesday when I go on Chad Zumach's show.
I don't think I saw that.
For what actions? What is he talking about?
Maybe next time spend $5 and explain yourself. So like they all want to only spend $2. Spend like a couple more bucks and then explain what you're trying to say because we have no idea what you're fucking talking about.
I don't. Dr. Baumrucker, thanks for the $2. Vince the Lawyerverse. Lady K bashes Fatty Patty judge for in-person mandate. Oh. I got it. I'll check it out. But, this is Vince, and he always dupes me into doing something. And then I do it, and then it turns out to backfire on me. He's such a scumbag.
So let me just, maybe can I take a guess? Can we put that back up again? I'm just going to try to guess what they're trying to say with this one, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to interpret this one for you. I think what he's trying to call out is the hypocrisy. So Melton and Nick Rekieta were supposed to go to Minnesota for the steel toe restraining order hearing. Melton came up with a fake note that his back hurt and he couldn't go out there. That Dr. Baumrucker, I think is who they're.
Yeah.
That's his name. He wrote this note so that Melton wouldn't have to go out there. But Carl comes out. It's not fair. It's not fair that Melton has to go in person. Melton has to do this. Melton, when meanwhile, but then they say, but John should be in person for this thing that only the lawyers have to do.
Oh.
They're talking about the hypocrisy of Carl will fight you tooth and nail, but will defend these other fucking guys. So hypocrisy police.
Oh, God.
Once again, that's what they're talking about.
Jesus. Thank you for the interpretation, Dan. Dr. Baumrucker, Vince Lawyerverse shows hypocrite Lady K, you will not believe. All right, so let's go. Should we see that?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it's so shocking to me that a 400-pound man with a hunchback would be having health issues. But you gotta get a real note. You can't have a note from a palliative care doctor a day before you're supposed to fly out to Minnesota. It's a little sketchy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to this, but the fuck is this? All right. Oh, here it is. It's 34 minutes. I'm not gonna watch 34 fucking.
That might be too long.
Yeah, it's too long. Fuck that. I'm not gonna watch 34 minutes, but no, I understand. So I think you hit the nail on the head, Dan. So in other words, he's just he wants me to be in person and he wants my lawyer to be in person, but he doesn't. He doesn't think
It's not fair. It's not fair that Melton has to go in person and fly out for it. Not fair. Yeah, it's complete hypocrisy.
Loose cunt. John talks big, but his actions are submissive and soft. Yeah, okay. I just played Steve Grillo last night saying how he witnessed me kick the living crap out of a person. So he goes, John knows what he's doing. So I don't think, yes.
It's funny. Grillo one day will be talking shit about you. Then the next day, John's tough. John's a freaking solid. I wouldn't want to see him getting in a fight. It's like he can't make up his mind. Grillo, just be a nice boy and don't get involved in this. Don't make yourself look any worse than you already do.
Dumb and Dumber. Is that me and you?
Yeah, I guess that's us.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Walt Whitman. John, you really don't believe this guy, do you? Who?
Are they talking about me? Who are they talking about?
The Rory McIlroy thing.
Oh, the Rory McIlroy. That's might be.
I don't remember ever being in a putting contest.
I think you would remember that if it happened. That's why that one.
I mean, I know who Rory is now, but I didn't know then. Plus, I mean, like, when did Rory start playing? I mean, because I was on Tonight Show from 2004 to 2014.
It's a good question. I think he started before then, but it would have been very early in his career.
Yeah. $2 tar, thanks $2. $2 corky. Someone makes Ava seem likable.
What is it with all the Canadian people that have such a bad attitude? I thought Canadian people were supposed to be nice and friendly, but they all seem to have a fucking poker up their ass for some reason.
Oh my god!
I don't even understand how. I do understand it, but I feel so bad that I'm the one.
So the Gribbler, John's lawyer is being summoned because he couldn't be arsed to respond to the fucking court. Yeah, they couldn't get in touch with him, so they were like, "Okay, you got to come in person," you know.
All they had to do was do their job.
Yeah. All right. Let me get rid of that. Hold on a sec. Thank you, Tim's Totality. I'm getting some of that sweet, sweet Chad super chats since he kicked Tim's Totality out. Let's get Deb that money. She's a woman of honor. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it is supertip.gg at /Deb LVP if you're so inclined. And we'll find out what else is John talking about. All right. Give me one sec. Let me get back. Okay.
That fucking made that corky joke, and now that's what they call you now, Dan. I'm sorry about that.
It's fun. It's funny. I just laugh. If this is the best that they got on me, like, okay, keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'll wear that with a badge of honor. I'm Corky. I'm the retard with the $1 million house. That's me. So yeah. Somehow both you and I, we're like these low IQ people, yet we've accomplished more in our lives, have more assets and more things to brag about than any of these guys. But we're the dumb retards. We're the people. We're the special needs people. It's funny how that works out, John. It's funny.
Turds Ferguson, thanks a bucks. Sure sounds like you're cooked and gonna run away. No. You know what? Isn't this weird? I've had enough of the Dalbovers. I've disappeared for 16 months, 2 8-month stints. Because I just said, okay, what the fuck am I doing? This place is so toxic and is built around tormenting me. I mean, that's all this place is built around, right?
Yep.
So, so why the fuck do I want to, why do I want to be involved in this nonsense anymore?
I just want to say something because I heard somebody, and I'm guilty of reading the chat, and I heard somebody say, well, Dan's worried that John's going to go away because this will ruin his whole thing and he won't be getting this attention. I want you to do I want the Duke to do what the Duke wants to do. I support you 100% with whatever you do. In fact, I kind of want you to go away. Selfishly, I'd love you to stay. Full disclosure. I love what we're doing. This is a budding friendship and I think it's great. I love being on with you. Yeah. But I also see like going away might be better for you. And it would make people like Shuli, they would seethe. They would be so seething if you're gone because they don't have something to talk about anymore.
Exactly. Tell the Rory story. I don't know it. I don't think it's real. I think I would remember it, but who knows? Anthony Gloomy, hey Duke, did you see Bob Levy weeping on stream the last 3 days? It really hurt his feelings that Artie Fletcher made fun of him. Isn't that amazing? Dan, this motherfucker, when he was doing Uncle Rico, and I DM'd and said, Bob, what the fuck, man? I thought we were friends. Why are you trashing me? Oh, come on, I'm just busting balls. Artie Fletcher does a 40-minute interview with me, bust Bob's balls for maybe 5 minutes, and Bob has done 3 days crying about it. That's a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, he did another show today. He's playing the Artie Fletcher interview, stretching it out, crying, bitching, saying all this shit about you and Artie Fletcher. Like you are a content maker. Even when you're not on the show, these guys go to you for content. You're the evergreen content person. Bob, poor Bob. I feel bad for Bob. Bob doesn't really know what he's doing right now. He's really desperate for content. So he's got to go back to the same well over and over again.
Hold on. Just stay with me.
Sure.
Hold on. Press that.
Oh, I think
Yes, can I help you?
this is funny.
Hello, can I help you? What? Yeah, I didn't order anything. Go away. I did not. No, Petty de nada. Goodbye.
Are they at your front door?
Yeah,
So he ordered food?
it's Vince, but I don't want it.
Or Dan.
He's not disrupting my show. Ted's Dead Radio. Nobody should make money off of parroting Trump's voice. They can't fucking.
I feel bad for the DoorDash drivers that come to this house with stuff. And if it's paid for, just take it. I mean, if somebody's bringing it, right? Wouldn't you, if somebody sent you DoorDash bacon and it was a beer or something, would you take it or would you yell at the guy to get out?
Sure. Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, he likes to drink beer, and I think that's what they sent him. Like, they sent him a beer.
it's one beer. That's why he's annoyed.
Yeah. So it's one more than you have. So, I mean, you didn't have to pay for it. It's one beer. It's so hysterical. These poor DoorDash people. And then when the guy doesn't answer the door, they have to, mark the order. They get like half what they were supposed to get. So, you're fucking over the DoorDash people.
Claim they're going to be somewhere. I mean, they can't do 2 pay-per-views with Trump. I mean, come on. What, do I have to explain this? Nick in Fort Wayne. Dan is on fire today. I love that I figured out how to use the fucking microphone. Poor little fucking dwarf. His fucking little thing now. I don't even have to get off my ass now. I just fucking say it on the fucking thing. My friend taught me how to do that.
Nick in Fort Wayne's a good guy. He supports my show too. I love Nick in Fort Wayne.
Yeah. Look, and now Vince is going to tell him to come back. Oh, and I'm going to have to fucking do it again. Watch. Go away! No petty nada.
Oh my God! Imagine being that DoorDash guy on the other side of the door and hearing this fucking guy.
He should have fired the fucking beer through his window.
And didn't John have all kinds of signs? Also, like they were saying about the mother. She's got signs on the lawn. But like, this poor guy is just trying to make a couple bucks. DoorDash people don't make a lot of money. It's like it's like a struggle job.
Go away. Silencio. No petty nada.
Do you know what kind of food? Is it a pizza? or tacos?
It's one beer.
One beer.
Peace. Earth. Earth.
No estoy pagando para.
Earth. Desaparecia. Marcharse.
God, he's so loud. Oh my God.
I know.
It's like he's screaming in my headphones now.
Now, for those who think, oh, John's yelling at, no, I'm being funny. So fuck off. Chris plus Duke, what's the real?
You're not being funny to the guy that can't see you acting out.
UKE.
Even Dan didn't laugh.
You can see it at the bottom on the scroll. Helptheduke.com and your
See, what Vince does is then he tells the guy, no. He doesn't understand. And then the guy will come back again because Vince so badly wants me to get up. Ziggy Kruger, he's got to insert himself because he's mad because he's blocked. And he won't be on my show.
It's so funny. How many times has he blocked Vince? Didn't he have him on yesterday?
Yeah, or 2 days ago.
Or 2 days ago. And he always says, oh, he's blocked. I'm never talking to him again. I'm never having him on the show. He's going to talk to him because he needs him for the ride. He wants a ride up to Rochester if he has to go. So, and he wants Vince's, Vince sometimes spends money on him. So he wants, to be still attached to that wallet.
He won't be on my last show either. It's going to kill him. Ziggy Kruger, thanks to Bucks. Wednesday's coming, Johnny. TikTok. Listen, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Loose cunt. Dan's making light of
Loose
addiction
cunt.
to a drunk. Oh, jeez, Dan.
I'm just giving my opinion. I know it's a controversial opinion. I've had periods in my life where I drank too much. You know what I did? I stopped drinking so much. Everybody has to have their own self-control. That's how I feel about it.
Ted's Dead Radio, getting drunk every night and pills. Problem to you, Dan.
No one should be drinking and taking pills and driving. That they even say it on the prescription bottle. Do not take this with alcohol. Do not operate heavy machinery. Do not drive. Do we need to do like a public service announcement when we talk about clearly don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs and drink. Don't do prescriptions and drink. Okay, there you go. That's our public service announcement for people that can't act like adults. They need to be treated like children, like Rob Saul.
Thank you. Ted's Dead Radio, thanks for the $2. I'm surprised you don't have a DUI. Royce to you. Who cares? I don't care if you're surprised. I know what I'm doing. Ovo Cool Cat. John, what do you think about Chauncey's claim about Howard getting a stripper pregnant from Scores and paying her and the kid to go away for a BMW? I've actually heard that rumor before. I don't know if it's true or not. It's so funny for me because I know the game started, but I'm like, it's like I don't want to, these people paid for this, so I got it. I'm like, fuck. It's in the first inning. Yankees are up 2-0. Wasn't Rob drunk when he was on Elisa Jordan's podcast with his son? Oh, he's talking about me. I wasn't driving. And no cats, no kids. I wasn't drunk. John, you should hire Dan's wife to clean your condo. I don't get that one. Do you, Dan? Is that some?
My wife owns a cleaning company. She doesn't clean houses, so she has her own business. My wife has an LLC, unlike most of these people in the fucking audience.
How the fuck do they know that?
They're stalkers.
Profit pass. Thanks for the tenor. Hello from Bahamas. I love the Bahamas. Go Raiders. I don't watch baseball anymore. Are we all happy? Fatty Patty is in pain. How's he in pain?
The back problem, the back issues, I think. That's Addicted to Profits, a good friend of mine. Thanks for the 10.
Oh, there we go. Well, thanks, Dan. You're bringing some. I always had Nick from Fort Wayne, but that guy hadn't been here, I don't think.
Yeah, I told him I was.
Hey, Deb, I got to tell you, you are absolutely fabulous. I mean, there's nobody in this Dabbleverse that can polish a set as good I do, except you, pal. Keep on trucking, Scholar.
Let me play that one again because I had. Thank you so much. Let me find that one again. All right, played. because I had it covered. Thank you, Bobby Riggs, $5.
Hey, Deb, I got to tell you, you are absolutely fabulous. I mean, there's nobody in this Dabbleverse that can polish a set as good I do except you, pal. Keep on trucking, Skull.
That's my Dan voice that I have. I had loaded up a while ago, the Dan voice. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. I'll get a all-American burger with it when next time I'm in Massapequa.
$1 million is one bedroom in wealthy areas. Man, they just can't let you fucking,
Every whatever no matter what you say, it's not good enough. It's never going to be good enough for these guys. Meanwhile, they say that from the basement at their house with mom upstairs making them chicken nuggets.
Dustin Paisley, thanks for the $13.99. Don't leave, Johnny Bowling. No, I'm gone. I am gone. And this is going to be fun for me, too. This one. This little anonymous coward. Diz 5, Stuttering John, you are Patrick. Do you not see that, Mensa? You know what I do see? Me blocking you now. That's what I just saw. Goodbye. Bye sign.
Toodles.
Was that
Bye-bye.
a super chat?
Adios.
He's been blocking lots of super chatters.
That's so bad. You know what I mean? If you're getting trolled, but it's a super chat, keep the person in there. What do you care?
He also blocked Dr. Robert J. Manley because he threatened him to raise it up from $2.
Someone create a Roblox Dabbleverse, please. That would be actually pretty cool.
Terrence Ferguson takes a real beta witness victim to claim bullying. Shut up.
I super chatted him once. I forget what I said to him. This was a long time ago, like at least a year or more ago. And he didn't read it, right? It was an insult. He didn't read it. So I went and I charged it back. I'm like, it was only $5, but I filed a dispute and got my money back. I'm like, you're not going to even read it? Yeah.
Up. I don't know. Apar. Stone was right. You were so thin-skinned. Yeah, okay. If anyone's thin-skinned, it's Howard. Howard cannot take it. Gaslighting douchebag. Stuttering John sat there agreeing while Dan belittled addicts. When did
I'm not
Dan...
belittling addicts. I'm happy for anyone that fights their addiction and wins. I'm not looking for. I don't root for people to be addicted and be crippled by that. But I also root for people that can control themselves and don't become addicts and don't put the needle into their vein or don't let their lives spiral out of control, that they take advantage of that before that happens. Those people, you shouldn't forget that there are people out there that are adults that are able to control themselves. And those people should be just as admired and just as respected as someone that's life spiraled out of control and they fail.
Now you told me, Bacon, that you had people in your family, right, that were addicts. Now, how do you feel about what Dan has been saying?
I don't like how he's talking about Rob, him and John. They've both been using a lot of the 12, like when they read the 12 steps, that was a really evil feeling thing.
Yeah. When John was mainly the one reading that, and and Dan, was talking to him, and they were basically, it was all advice, that John should look at for himself, like look into whatever, 12 steps, or just being accountable for yourself, making amends to people. Those are 2 good steps. Yeah. And he really has a lot of making amends to do, but he can't do that unless he cuts back at least, or seriously quits.
Fixed it. Both people should be respected. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. Matt, if you guys can't send the link, look up Rory on Leno 2011 archive. How do I find that? I don't know I don't know if it's a goof or these guys are serious.
Like I said, if it's real, send it to nicepodcaststupid@gmail.com and we'll put it up sometime.
Is it true comedy is going to sue you? Well, that was at least somewhat funny. Ted's Dead Radio. Stuttering John mixes Klonopin with beers. First of all, Dan, I take 0.5 Klonopin. You know how little that dosage is?
It's minimal, small, very small dosage.
It's such a small dose, and it's only for the OCD. And I don't even notice that I take.
It might be a small dose, but when you combine it with like 8 to 10 beers, I mean, he probably washes it down with the beer when he goes to take it.
I wouldn't be surprised by that at all.
Yeah, yeah. Look how bloated he is. Like really, really bloated. That's not good. And
that's not just 2 weeks since the arm either.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like he's gotten really bloated in the last week or two, though, don't you? Kind of feel like more bloated. Yeah, like his whole face and his torso. He looks like he's filled with air. I mean, look at that face. That's not good.
Like you don't even feel it.
It evens you out. It evens you out a little bit. I mean, that's.
It's what? Yeah.
It evens you out.
With fluvoxamine.
Yeah.
$2 tar. Thanks for bucks. Think you might change your shirt before court? I'm not going to court. I'm not required to go.
It would be funny though to show up at court with a hypocrisy police shirt though. That would be kind of funny.
Oval Cool Cat. Thanks for the $5. You've been to scores with Howard, John. Did the dancers give you know what in the champagne rooms? I told you I would get a knee job. You know what a knee job is, Dan?
Where they use like their knee to like jerk you off? Is that nice? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's. I mean, there was a lot more nefarious shit going on that I will not comment on, nor will I name the perpetrators. Let's just say there was a reason why Howard wore sweatpants. Let's just say, I mean, and I'm not saying Howard did anything, but I am saying that it was a debauchery.
That's a pro move, wearing sweatpants to the strip club, man.
It was Caligula in there. I swear to you.
Who else would go to scores with you guys?
It was like all the inner circle guys, you know. But
Jackie,
not all in the circle, because Bob Bowie would go. But it would be me and Howard and Ronnie and Ralph and Ratso and Jason and Will, Howard, Fred. I don't know if Scott the Engineer. I don't think Scott the Engineer was invited. Trying to think if there's anybody else from the inner KC. I think that's it wasn't too many.
What about would Benji ever go?
I don't know if he was ever allowed.
Can't trust Benji at this.
Well, the Duke's doing pretty good here. No beers yet, right?
I don't think he does have a beer on this one because it was only about 90 minutes.
Yeah. I thought this clip was shorter, so if I'm keeping you, I'm sorry. I thought this was like.
I am gonna grab a drink though because my throat's.
I am too. I need some water. I'm watching him drink water. I'm thirsty, so I'll let this. You want me to let this play or?
Up to you. I'll be only a minute.
Okay, I'll let it play for the audience so they stay.
The strip club.
No, I think maybe he was once and then he was acting up, and Howard said no more. I think, but I could be mistaken. Dan, you know.
Yep.
Oh, well, Dan, hold on. Another Diz 5. So I blocked the other one, and he's so in love with me, he has to come back. Stuttering John is Patrick Tomlinson. You dummy. Yeah, okay.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, well, he's trying. He's trying so hard. But, all right, Dan, well, I guess that's it for today. Anything that you want to plug?
No, not really. Nice podcast, stupid. I've been doing shows.
Clay Dabbler.
Oh, Clay Dabbler in the house.
Yeah, how are you, buddy?
Clay reached out to me behind the scenes. He's had some nice things to say. I like Clay's a good guy. I like him.
He's a really good guy. Gets sensitive sometimes, but he's a good guy. But he's always been good to me. So he's very loyal.
Did I miss anything? Is he still talking about the strip club?
And let's just say I know that certain nefarious actors have tried to get him over to the dark side of the Dabbleverse. and Clay would always refuse to join the dark side of the Dabbleverse, unlike Rob Saul and Steve Grillo, who are fucking as disloyal as the day is long.
Yeah, I love Shuli. He's really funny. I like Uncle Rico's show and stuff. And I think a lot of people are jealous because they get fixated on the numbers and what people are making and comparing. But Shuli puts on a good show, good production. They have lots of clips and funny little bits that they do. So, they have a lot of fans. They deserve it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's all.
So I
see Bob Levy's producer is in the chat, Psych Labs. He says, "Come on with me and Bob Levy." Would you ever go on with Bob again?
No, because Bob Levy's crying like a little bitch about Artie Fletcher. He's the ultimate hypocrite. He could do the fucking Uncle Rico show, and I'm like, dude, are you serious doing this? And then, oh, come on, we're just busting balls. Then Artie Fletcher says something about him. Where?
Oh God, he's about to do the thing I hate, the elephant. He just did the baby squeak. Now he's going to do the elephant. I'm going to lower my headphones for a second.
Fucking pussy. I mean, he can fucking dish it out, but I love all these guys, Dan. They say I have thin skin. I mean, think about all of the shit I've had to put up with from all of these assholes. And yet, I'm thin-skinned? Are these guys...
Peanut butter. I think Shuli is funny off the cuff, but it's hard for me to imagine anyone being jealous of him, I mean, I know what you're saying. I don't think... I'm not jealous of anybody. You just got to be grateful for what you have and work on what you have and not worry about other people. If you try to chase other people, and I don't mean you specifically, but if you try to chase other people, though, you're never going to be happy. There's always going to be someone else. You might catch up to them. There's going to be someone else that you're chasing after that. But, comedy's subjective. So there's people that do not find Shuli funny. There's people that find his show hysterical. I've never seen his stand-up. I can't comment on it. I think I saw like a quick clip of it, but not enough to form a judgment on that, But like I said, I think Chad's not bad at comedy. And a lot of people would argue with me on that one. But for being like an opener and a middler, he commands the stage. He does clean comedy, and it appeals to generic audiences. So it works for him.
It wasn't
You
the
guys
worst
kidding
thing
me?
I've ever seen.
Oh, you saw it, right? You saw the one that's Spurg?
Yeah.
That one really doesn't give you the whole feel, because I noticed with that one, he was kind of in a dive bar, and they didn't want him there. The crowd was like talking. They weren't there to go to a comedy show. They were there for karaoke night. So Chad was the thing between them having karaoke night. So they laughed a little bit, but they were distracted. But I've seen him 4 times now at the local comedy club by me, and he's good. He really is. I know most of the jokes now, but he moves around. He has great stage presence. He's like I said. Is he Dave Chappelle or Louis C.K.? No, but he knows his lane. He's good for where he is, and I think he's fine. And Gribbler, John is jealous that his show pulls more people, way more money, and people definitely like Shuli better than John. Absolutely, yes. John is definitely jealous of the bigger shows like that make more money. And he gets a $2 super chat, and he's mad. Like, oh, you can't send me a 5 or a 10, What's with these $2 ones? Well, $2 ones add up, a lot of $2 ones can add up.
Pores either.
What was that?
Shuli never calls us pores either.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know where he got the pores from? He got that from Brennan. That's what Brennan would say, the pores, the poor chat, the free chat. I call it the people's chat. That's a nice way to put it. I don't call them the pores.
Dan,
You've got like leather thick skin, if anything, for all the shit that you pushed up. Put
Doodle, I should. I know it. It was so funny. I think you were still around in Chad's chat. I went the last time or the second to last time I went to see him, and I'm like, "Oh, Chad, did you write 2 new jokes?" He's like, "Yeah, I knew you were going to be here. I wrote 2 new jokes for you," which I kind of thought was nice, though.
Put it up with. You've got the calluses to show for it. You're one. I couldn't imagine going through half the shit that you've gone through. So they're out of their fucking minds.
Calling my jobs. I got called that.
Kim, I think I've sent him money twice, and once he didn't read, I charged it back, and I sent him the other night to, making fun of him about the 12 steps, because I thought that was a pretty good one, and I couldn't resist. So I had to send that one to him. But yeah, I'm not giving him any money.
Grateful.
Down at LAUSD twice having to prove my innocence because these assholes would say I had an anti-Semitic podcast.
Oh my God.
I literally had to show them my podcast with clips with me and all politicians and showing that, that no. And then that got debunked. And what was the other one? Oh, for a tweet. They tried to get me for a tweet accusing me of threatening. And that they didn't win either because the school said, that's not a threat, first of all. Second of all, you're Stuttering John, that's your celebrity Twitter, and it's not has anything to do with
Terrible Troy, WYH. Deb, you were great with Rob Saul and Nasty Neil the other night. Thank you so much, Terrible Troy. I appreciate that. Okay.
John Melendez, a school teacher. So they can't, hold you responsible for what you do on your own time, as long as it's not,
Yeah, as long as you're not doing anti-Semitic and awful things.
Yeah. Bo Bennett, my man, Good Egg Clay is what we call him in our house. Yes, Good Egg Clay.
I miss Clay. I think Clay was great. And I just think the Dabbleverse, he got fed up. What do you think, Bacon?
Thing with Ava. I think if Ava was gone, Clay would be around. I don't know I'm not saying it's Ava's fault. I just don't think he likes Ava for some reason. They get into it a lot.
Yeah. I just felt like maybe he just got fed up because I didn't feel like John really respected him. Like he didn't listen to him that much. Like I was telling a story the one time, one of the last times he was on, he was telling a story, and he said, about how he had an eating disorder and he had lost weight. And I think Ava was asking him about that. But John just doesn't want to listen. Like he wants it all back on him. Like, oh, what about me? He's like a toddler. I've said that over and over, that he's such a toddler. And it's always got to be, it's the kid at the birthday party that wants all the other kids to just look at him, that he's the star.
Okay. Every story leads back to him.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. This is a long clip. I appreciate you being here, Bacon, because I didn't think this clip was that long. I guess I didn't watch the whole thing.
I've always thought, what's this is a dad. It's not even a joke. But this is, but when I saw Egg, if, like we used to have a bartender, at one of the places named Claire. And, I would sometimes say, what did you have for breakfast? Did you have an egg, Claire?
Oh, God.
I hate when he does that. I hate this.
Too.
I hate this. Ugh. It's not funny, John.
I can listen to porn.
Never get old,
It's so loud in my ears, too.
Oh,
Did you ever watch that movie?
Ugh. Oh,
what the
that's
fuck
terrible.
It's with Jason Segel. And who's the darling? That guy everyone loves.
Bill Rudd.
Bill Rudd, yeah. And
Smug John is the worst. I agree.
It's I Love You, Man.
Oh yes.
Sound effects John is pretty bad too. I mean, that elephant drives me up a wall. That is like every time he does it, I just like I can't take it. And the trumpet and little baby squeak, all of it's bad. The elephant's the worst though.
Yeah.
And the farts now. The farts are actually worse than the elephant, I think, because he keeps them going.
Yes,
Yeah,
Scribbler.
yeah, Scribbler, Comedy Stew. Yes, that's me. Okay, yes, I know the elephant's his signature bit, but I hate it.
And he goes to Jason Segel goes to Paul Rudd. He goes, as he's showing a house, he's like, because he's a real estate agent. And he goes, okay, look at that guy right there. Because the guy's with a girl. And the guy waits back like a couple feet from the girl. And then you see him lift his cheek a little bit. And then because he's farting, watching me fart. And then the guy waves it around a little bit. And he goes, now he's going to wait a few seconds before he joins the girl again. And then the guy goes, it's a funny fucking movie. The girl that plays Paul Rudd's
what?
Dan gives him nothing. I'm surprised. That movie's from 2009, so that's actually a pretty recent reference for John.
For John, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let's see.
Fiance is super hot. I don't know her name. No cats, no kids, $65. All of your lawsuits have been absolute failures. If the rule you filed brought you this, of what use was the rule? Well, I sued Sharon Stone and I won 30 G's. So I don't know.
No, he lost that.
Doesn't seem too bad, does it?
Yeah. He lost that.
Or they settled the one.
A bodyguard beat the shit out of me at the MTV Award.
I thought he lost that completely.
Now it's coming back to me. I sort of remember that a little bit. I think.
Sharon Stone one, he got punched and he settled out of court. I think.
Okay. He probably settled for he asked for 30. He probably settled for 10.
I think it was 10 actually.
Yeah.
Yes. And
that's 10,000 worth of beer. That was
my father sued Spike Lee in one.
Nice.
Because my father was an engineer. I can't believe he never told me either. Because my father was an architect, engineer, and he designed a home in Brooklyn for Spike, and Spike shafted him on the money. So my father sued him.
I'm not shocked to hear that. Spike seems like the kind that would do that.
And, but God bless my father. I didn't even know it. I'm surprised. I'm going to NYU for film school, and my father doesn't tell me. Spike Lee was one of the famous NYU graduates. My father and my father was an NYU graduate, and my father doesn't even tell me that. And I'm a film major, for Christ's sakes. Peter Brennan, you think Missy B wishes Hitler. HBO tomorrow? What does that mean?
So HBD, happy birthday tomorrow. So it's Hitler. 420 is.
Oh, that's right.
The smoke pot day, Columbine anniversary.
Okay, so Dupa Doo says he won 30,000 from Sharon. So okay, all right, I stand corrected. I thought he lost that one. I don't know why. Okay.
She's smart. I know she's right.
Yeah. No, I believe her. Definitely.
Anniversary and Hitler's birthday.
Oh, that's right. So she's. I'm sure she's going to celebrate, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, she has in the past posted Nazi videos on her Twitter account, which I don't know if you know that. So when Anthony got that radio gig, he basically told Missy B, it's like, okay, lose the.
No, I know.
Lose the racist Twitter account.
Oh, it's 420 today.
And that's another reason why it would be stupid for him to sue me, because we also know that his employers told him, if he says anything anti-Semitic, he would get fired.
WABC.
And
I'm proud of you, Bacon. You're using your vape and not smoking. So that's a good step. Yeah. What flavor is that?
Watermelon.
Oh, do you like the fruity flavors?
Not for the nicotine one, but it's all they had for this time.
Yeah.
But from what I hear is they also said that they know about his past, but they don't care. So whatever he thinks that I was trying to get him fired from, they already said they wouldn't fire him over anything from the past. So swing and a miss, Anthony, but you keep going.
They got some hardcore Jewish guys over there too, like Sid Rosenberg. So
they just don't know. I think they.
Terrible Troy, going to see the 420 mystery movie tonight. Any guesses? I have no clue. What about you, Bacon?
Dazed and Confused would be my guess.
That would probably be a good one, yeah. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, maybe. Also, that was kind of a stoner movie too. So, yeah, let us know. Let us know what it ended up being.
From what I hear, now I don't know as a fact, but from what I hear, they told Pocky they don't want any anti-Semitism, and I think Pocky had to reel in Missy B. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying it. Ryan A., why did you annoy Roy Scheider if Charles is your favorite? I didn't ask him anything bad. I just said, are you a Jew, Roy? That won't do. You smoke pot? That won't do either. Do you worship Satan? That won't do either. I mean, that was the whole interview.
Have you ever, speaking of Roy Scheider, have you ever seen the movie Sorcerer from like the late 70s? It's a good movie. Anyway, I digress.
What material do you read in the bowl? That won't do either. Todd Ferguson, number one dabber believes you graduated at NYU. Knew it. They got to get over this shit. I have a degree. Live with it. You think I'm going to go through college and not finish what I started? I always finish what I started. I started in real estate. I got my license.
All right, I got a super tip here from Bobby Riggs. Let me put that up. All right.
Hey, Deb, I got to tell you, you are absolutely fabulous. There's nobody in this Dabbleverse that can polish a set as good I do, except you, pal.
I read that already.
Truck and Skull.
Didn't I read that already? I did. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong one. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. All right. Thank you so much. $20. IP Freely, a.k.a. the Gribbler. You're good with the Gribbler, even if you didn't drown Corgi while he was a pup. Thank you so much. This is the biggest super tip I have ever gotten. So I appreciate that. And I'll make sure I send some of it to Trump for you.
Gribbler's a good dude.
Gribbler's cool. I see Gribbler in Pat Dixon's chat. I usually put Pat Dixon on sometimes at night, if I'm just chilling, kind of want to go to sleep, and he'll play the piano and stuff.
It still shocks me that there's guys out here that have never graduated high school that act like they're so much better than everyone else. It's like, dude, like almost anyone can get through high school. Karmic X failed out of high school. Shuli, I think Hockey didn't finish high school either, right?
No, Kumia didn't either.
All these guys are high school.
I believe he didn't. I think three.
I think Bill Gates didn't finish high school, and look where that got him. So
I'm sure who they were just talking about. Who was the director? They were just Spike Lee didn't either.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
He had to have. He went to college. Never mind. That was
yeah. Well, he might have dropped out and got his GED. So, but no, a lot of successful people. You don't use a whole lot out of high school. They don't really teach you much real world stuff. You kind of learn that on your own when you go to college.
Surprised that he still couldn't get past it.
Like, how dumb do you have to be to not get through high school? I
don't know. It's a special kind of stupid. All right, Yankees up 4-0. I got to go watch this game. Dan, is there anything that you want to plug?
No, just nice podcast, stupid. Check it out. Otherwise, it's been great, John. Good to catch up.
All right,
you're doing well.
Always fun talking to you, Dan.
All right, see ya.
All right, everybody. I want to thank my guest today, Dan from Nice Podcast, Stupid. I want to thank.
All right. So that's that for him. Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
I was convinced he was going to do a second one, but he didn't.
Yeah, this one was early too. I guess because he was trying to get it in before the, for the Yankees and everything.
They were supposed to start at 1:30, but they had a super long rain delay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It went on.
Well, I think, you know what? I think it's time for us to go to bed. What do you think?
I can sleep.
I'm tired, but we got through it. It was way longer than I thought. So, I mean, we were going, let's see, we've been going 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I figured we would come on. I was just testing this to see if I could work it on my own here, the EV mugs. And I thought we'd be here an hour and a half. But that was a long segment. I don't remember it being that long. I think I watched the whole thing.
I watched
But,
it earlier. I don't remember it being that long either, but it was fun.
No, it's fun. It's nice. It was nice to have you on here to go back and forth with. I prefer to talk to somebody and not just talk to myself, but the chat's always good to talk to as well. So I had fun. I thank everybody for the lively chat, for the super chat, well, super tips. I appreciate those. It makes me happy. And let me see. I got to find, where is it? I have to find my outro. Here we go. Let's try this. Let's see if it works. It does, but my other stuff's missing.
I wanna thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. Oh, this is goodbye. This is goodbye, my friend. Don't you cry.